Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The following content contains adult language and humor that is not suitable for viewers under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. The views and opinions expressed during the following video content are those of the individual and may not reflect those of others.
Pop Talk is where it's at, baby.
Cash Money can put his change in my piggy bank any day.
Big Man Authority!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome one and all to Pacific414 Pop Talk for January the 4th, 2026. This is the first show of 2026 for Pacific414 Pop Talk, coming to you live on the Pacific414 YouTube channel and also the Pacific414 Rumble channel, along with Baron Orman Tagge, or as he likes to call himself, Governor Timmy Ree. That's what he's calling himself today. I guess it's because Baron's from Minnesota, and that's why he feels obligated to call himself Governor Timmy Ree. I don't know. We'll find out from him.
Ree.
And also Cash Money 007. I am your host, Mike. And today we are going to opine on one particular topic. And that topic will stem from an article from Variety that says the movie theater comeback that wasn't. Why 2025 was such a dud for struggling cinemas. And with that, we'll also take a look at the release calendar for this year. And lastly, we will take a look at the first weekend box office of 2026. But of course, before we get into any of that, Baron, Cash, how are you guys doing?
Everything sucks. That's what we say. I'm doing a lot better.
Okay.
Everything sucks. Yeah, that's what they say. Pop Talk's dishing out negativity every single day.
You don't say, Cash. You seem kind of peppy when you do that, though.
Yeah.
Eh,
Is it my turn now?
Just give me a second. I'm dealing with bot on the vertical feed, so give me a second.
Everything
okay.
sucks. That's what
Yeah,
they say.
Yeah, I didn't see.
Yeah, because I'm looking at both the vertical feed and also the
Mhm.
horizontal feed in YouTube Studio. I have
Mhm.
both windows open. I can see it, and it's the usual message that we've been getting since I've started doing the vertical and horizontal feed. I said hi, hello. I said hi, hello. So it's bots.
Well, I gotta say it.
Right. I said, I ain't giving you no 350, you goddamn Loch Ness monster. Get your own goddamn money.
I gave him a.
But I do want to thank SIM Card One over on Rumble for following the Rumble channel. Thank you very much. But gentlemen,
SIM card one.
how are you doing?
Oh.
Well, Cash gave his name, unless he got more to add to it.
I guess I do. Only because
Okay, well,
you
what?
wanted me to, Baron. No, I got my all tech issues fixed, so I was happy about that because I was like, I'm not going to be on Pop Talk today. There's going to be problems. I'm going to be banging my head on something. But no, I got them all fixed. Yep. Where's Cash
Nice.
Money? He's gone. I got my modded 3DS fixed. That took over a number of hours, and then I found out the format has to be it was a pain in the ass, but it was worth it. So
A lot of breaks in between those two. And he's
yeah,
worked for about
I
10
took
minutes, then you take about an hour break, then you
sure,
work
yeah.
about 10 minutes or 15.
Yeah, it's just I hate when things don't work. I just get very angry and stuff. I seem to turn into the whole
You get angry? No.
You know, right? Yeah.
No. Cash
but
get angry.
I don't like when things don't work, man. I've been fixing things for years and years and years and years, and I want this stuff to work. But modding stuff can take some more work, and I had to do a lot of reading, and I had to ask a friend about it. And the format thing, Mike and Baron, doesn't work.
Yep.
It doesn't make it FAT32, so I had to get a third-party program and download that, and it's just like, man, this never ends. So,
I have no idea what the hell he said. But I got tampons.
Basically, he had to get the proper program in order to format
change the format of the
3DS
SD card
properly,
SD
and this
card,
way,
Baron. Yeah,
Okay.
this way it'll work properly.
right.
But
Because
basically,
it
the
has a
software
certain
has to be able to communicate with the hardware.
Right. The
Okay,
3DS
so,
is a certain format. Yeah.
so he's basically asking the computer.
What would you say you do here?
Yeah, it's amazing. And I'll tell people out there as many times as I can, please take advantage of AI asking them things, because you're going to get a lot of good information. They don't know everything, but a lot of good information out there.
All right. I got a good date.
That's why you use YouTube and look up videos on how to do things. I don't ask Grok or Chat GPT.
Videos help, like but they certainly had a lot of information, but I had to also go on the actual website too to figure this out. So, yeah.
And of course, I do want to say hello to Eric Dome 281, and I also want to say hello to our good friend Shane, who says this stream is Vulcan propaganda. Hashtag free Romulus. Yes, there's always going to be a Romulan sympathizer out there in a ship, cloaked.
Right. Well, look what he's calling us now.
You Borg sympathizers. Okay. Well, I think the only one that's been assimilated by the Borg is Cash.
Well, all I can say is, when you can clean them up a little bit and they look like 7 and 9, yeah, I'm a Borg sympathizer.
We try to be funny here, but a lot of times my jokes fall flat.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I love how Baron just automatically agrees. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I'm an agreeable guy. What can I say? I'm just trying to be nice.
Okay, as long as we dangle that donut in front of your face, you're an agreeable guy. If we don't have that donut in front of your face,
it's true, man. Here, come on, you almost got it. You almost got it.
Hey, don't mock the donuts.
We don't. We just try to mock each other, have fun, and have a laugh.
Mock each other, but never mock the donuts. They're proof that God loves us.
Yes, but movie theaters didn't receive a lot of love this past year. With very few films actually reaching the $1 billion mark. Yes, the Minecraft movie did well, and Zootopia did well, and the latest Jurassic Park movie did well for itself. But can we really call it a victory when a lot of that was from international sales and not domestic sales.
Hmm.
So let's go ahead and get into the first and really the only article we have for today.
That's going to be a fast show. One article, we're done.
Well, remember how just a couple weeks ago we were talking about how we should have more topic shows and focus on
Yeah.
one particular topic. And I
That
said,
means we
yeah,
actually
that's a good idea.
That means we got to talk amongst each other even more. Damn it. Now it got to work.
But of course, with it being the first and only article, there's really only one video to play for it.
You got to make up one that says main article.
I will.
Well, I'm just trying to help, man. Just trying to help.
Yeah. I know your idea of helping, Baron.
I'm trying to help as best
It's
as I can.
for anyone who's new here to Pop Talk. Baron's idea of poking is basically being an antagonizer.
I don't antagonize.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you want to play?
Holy cow! Ah, dang! One of the missiles that they were used in Venezuela came this way. Damn it! That's it. I'm calling.
They heard you lived in Minnesota. They thought you were Timmy Boy.
Yeah. See, that's what happens when I put Timmy up. It's it's like now they're going after the Descartes alluring Saintus.
But let's go ahead and read this article. And yeah, I could have Baron and Cash read it since it's the first show of the new year, but I'll go ahead and read part of it. Then they can pick up where I left off.
It's amazing.
Why should we deny you?
That's right. Exactly.
Having the first one of the year.
That's right. I agree.
I mean,
yeah. I suppose this is punishment for something that happened.
You know what? If he wants to look at it that way, Baron, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So we have this article from Variety that, as I have previously read, says the movie theater comeback that wasn't. Why 2025 was such a dud for struggling cinemas. This is by Brent Lang and Rebecca Rubin.
The Rubin report? Cool.
And there you see a scene from Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. I thought it was a good movie. It's just that a lot of the problems with a lot of these movies that come out anymore, they have too big of budgets.
Yep.
All right. It says some comeback. The past 12 months are supposed to turn things around for struggling cinemas. But instead of heralding a dramatic return to moviegoing, 2025 is running neck and neck with the middling 2024 box office and will fall far short of the $9 billion in domestic ticket sales that most analysts expect the theatrical movie business. Come on, Mike Reed. Yeah. See, I'm already flubbing the first Pop Talk of the year.
Yay.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Good morning to Helion. Hope you're doing well this morning.
Oh, hi.
So it will fall far short of the $9 billion in domestic ticket sales that most analysts expected the theatrical movie business to easily eclipse. Prior to the pandemic, North American revenues would regularly hit between $10 billion to $11 billion. They're still going to use the pandemic as the excuse as to why people aren't going to theaters.
Pandemic. No, to get that $9 billion that they wanted, they could have just asked the smaller community here in Minnesota. I'm sure some of those daycares would be more than happy to help out. Just saying.
The 2025 results are a massive disappointment that no amount of spin can change. Already there's talk of how much better 2026 will be. I'm sure.
Wait a minute.
I mean,
now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Ready!
I mean, go ahead and think what you want, but when we're gonna have James Gunn's Supergirl, and you know how I wasn't impressed with his Superman movie, what makes you think I'm gonna run to the theater to go see that?
Well, they said now it's not going to just follow the comic or the graphic novel religiously. Yeah, but they already introduced Supergirl. It's just like how the same I feel about Peacemaker. I'm like, I'm not feeling this character at all.
Well, Cash, we don't have any fear of them following anything from the comic. I mean, what? That's news?
No,
I
that
mean,
was news. That was news recent that I saw today about how they're not going to follow it religiously. I just laughed, Baron. It's
yeah.
Oh man, right? Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Al? No, what does
If
Al
you
have
can
to
make
say?
a
The hell you say?
Okay, sorry.
You interrupted me, Baron.
Hey, first time of the year.
It won't be the last.
What?
I said it won't be the last. I know you too well. Gosh,
Well,
I
you
know
didn't
you
have
too
the clip
well.
for saying what, so I thought I'd do it. No.
Right. But it says here in the article there's an unfortunate trend, which that we just can't get the industry to 9 billion at the domestic box office, says Mike Sherrill, the chief operating officer of dine-in cinema chain Alamo Drafthouse. It looks like it's going to be 2 years in a row that the industry flatlined. I wonder why. Could it be that you're releasing movies that nobody has interest in, or in certain cases you have movies that are being released but the press tour is turning people away from the movie?
Very interesting, but stupid.
Wait,
Aaron's
maybe
right
if
on
we
it with the clips today.
wait a minute. So if we actually lower prices also at the movie theaters and had more quality films each year again, more people might go and see things other than things like Zootopia too. No, that can't be. Come on.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
More worrisome is the reality that many of the movie businesses' biggest franchises are showing signs of oversaturation or fatigue. Marvel continued to struggle with its B-team heroes. February's Captain America, Slow New World. Okay, it's Brave New World, but it was Slow New World to me. And May's Thunderbolts lost tens of millions during their theatrical runs. While July's The Fantastic Four First Steps, I mean, it was better than Captain America Brave New World, but that's not saying much. I've been saying that since I saw the film.
Fantastic Four Baby Steps? Is that more like it?
Yeah, more like it.
Just one.
We'll only eke out a modest profit, even though Avatar Fire and Ash 760 million and counting, Wicked for Good 504 million, and Jurassic World Rebirth 869 million will rank among the year's top grossing releases. They will fail to match the revenues of previous films in their respective series. Clearly, the theatrical industry can't thrive on sequels and spin-offs alone.
We're Superman.
Don't know how to
We're
create
Superman
anything
enough.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's also what's killing it for a lot of people, Helion, is the woke elements. We're tired of the woke elements.
Amen. Which
It would
James
be
Gunn is.
It would be easy to declare an end to comic book movies. That said, genres have risen and fallen throughout Hollywood history. Just look at musicals or westerns or raunchy comedies, which have faded in popularity after once being surefire draws.
You know,
what really has... Go ahead.
It's just like, I don't mean to interject. I disagree with that. Raunchy comedies, I don't think has ever really dropped out. Again, as Helion said, it's the woke element. If you went out there and actually put a true raunchy comedy like we had back in the day, whether it be another Animal House, whether it be another Porky's, or Police Academy, Bachelor Party, all these crazy, insane, stupid, raunchy comedies with, you know, uh, boobs, butts, and who knows what else in there. You would probably have yourself a good hit, have a big hit, as long as they had a good story.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what all those had. Caddyshack had a great story. Animal House obviously did. Airplane.
Yep.
It got a little raunchy, but you
It did.
start getting that where you have a good comedy with real humor, and the
Even
obligatory.
Naked Gun had a good story.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't call that one as raunchy though, but yeah, I mean, it had a good story. So I don't think they've lost interest. People have lost interest. They just lost interest in the woke crap that they try to pass off
Mm-hmm.
as raunchy comedies.
It says, okay, let me just pick up where I left off.
Sorry about that, Mike.
No, it's fine. I know exactly where I left off. What really has theater owners and some studio chiefs concerned as the year closes out is what the future will hold if Netflix is able to secure government approval for its $82.7 billion deal to buy Warner Brothers. And I also did a follow-up on this part. And as of 4 days ago, a lot of outlets are saying that the Warner Brothers board is going to reject Paramount Skydance's offer for the whole kit and caboodle.
Ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
So it looks like they're going to favor Ted Sarandos and Netflix.
Interesting.
Yes, and
Not necessarily saying it's for the good, but just
no, just like in that one article we read a few weeks ago, there's concerns that because Netflix is buying Warner Brothers, that Netflix is going to withhold theatrical releases.
Right. There's no winners in this. It's just going to be an interesting show. The only winner would be is if it doesn't go through at all for anybody. That's the only winner in the situation. But until then, it's still okay. This is an interesting dance that we're watching. A dance of death. Who will drive the knife into whose back first?
It says already Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos has hinted that he believes that Windows industry jargon for the amount of time that movies play exclusively in theaters are too long. And Baron, if you could do me a favor and pick up where I just left off, I gotta do something real quick.
It's a trap, Baron. It's a trap.
Let me get this big here. I can't. Let's see where he's back.
Links in the private.
Oh, okay. Links in the private. I don't actually even know where he fully left off. So let's see. There's unfortunately we can get to 9 billion. Blah blah blah. It would be easy to clear. Was it in Netflix? Ted Sarandos has hinted that he believes that Windows industry, and I know he read about this, but I'll just pick up here. Windows industry jargon for the amount of time that movies play exclusively in theaters are too long. He told Wall Street shortly after the pact was announced that he expects that they will evolve in a more consumer-friendly direction. Everyone knows exactly what he meant by that. For cinemas, it's nothing short of an existential threat. During COVID, studios abbreviated the gap between a film's theatrical release and its home entertainment debut, only to discover that customers got accustomed to waiting to watch movies until they hit streaming or on-demand platforms. If Windows keeps shrinking, theaters may lose their competitive edge. There were also reasons to feel optimistic about the trajectory of an industry that has been knocked down and counted out for half a decade. China, which had been hostile to Hollywood's fare since the pandemic, embraced a new major studio release such as Zootopia 2 and Avatar: Fire and Ass, signaling that one of the world's biggest movie-going markets is still accessible to certain U.S. productions. Of course, China is doing just fine without Hollywood. Thank you very much. The year's highest grossing release isn't an English language production, but rather the Chinese animated sequel, Nija 2. I hope I said that right. My apologies if I didn't. Which has generated more than 2.1 billion globally, despite the fact that most Americans would draw a blank at the title. Well, because it was never released here, I bet. Family films and video games adaptation proved irresistible to audience who flocked to theaters to see the likes of a Minecraft movie, Lilo and Stitch, and Zootopia 2. The three films, all of which carry PG ratings, were the three highest grossing Hollywood productions, with a Minecraft movie tapping out just shy of 1 billion, and Lilo and Stitch and Zootopia 2 both crossing that threshold. It's the second consecutive year that PG films outgrossed their PG-13 counterparts, which is notable because it's usually the other way around. Meanwhile, anime provided to be a massive boon, with Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle, and Chainsaw Man scoring back-to-back wins for Sony-owned Crunchyroll. What happened with Demon Slayer is great because it opens a new category of films, says Shireo of Alamo Drafthouse. About 49% of the audience was under 24 years old. That's so important because we need to be thinking about what's going to be relevant for the next generation of moviegoers.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Comic book content is no longer king after being the most popular genre for over a decade.
I wonder why that is.
I have no idea. I'm shocked. These movies have recently looked a lot less superhuman. The latest Captain America suffered from a prolonged post-production and extensive rewrites, with critics piling on when the film debuted in February.
Yeah, that's
Although
the only reason.
yeah, it's just
Right.
the only reason. Yeah.
Right, sure. Whatever you say,
But-
variety. Yeah.
But you know what? A lot of that, I think, is a big chunk of the reason. When you're doing rewrites and all that, it's
I think so too. Yes.
yeah. And then you do the stuff that Variety doesn't want the same. Let's see, where was that? Although Fantastic Farts and Thunderbolts movies were much better regarded, they still failed to match the kind of grosses that Marvel movies used to routinely achieve before the pandemic. Well, pandemic, but it's like Russia. Pandemic,
It's always the pandemic, dude. The
Yeah.
people have used that same excuse.
What did I tell you? I told you they would blame it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, we knew it.
they're
I
always
wasn't
going to
gonna doubt
blame
ya.
the pandemic. They do the same thing. Sony fans, other people. Oh, the pandemic. If we didn't have the pandemic, when do the excuses stop? Really?
Never.
Exactly.
Never. Marvel Studios will have a chance to recapture the box office prowess with next July's Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's a brand new day for Spider-Man, huh? As well as December's Avengers Doomsday, which brings back Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans.
I'm sorry, but even with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans, it's not going to draw me into the theater to watch the movie that screams desperation by Disney.
Oh, yeah. Robert Downey Jr. is now going to be Dr. Doom. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Right? Okay. Yeah, I'm thrilled. I mean, it'd be great if he was doing the part from Thunder, that Thunder whatever movie, and he's behind the mask. That'd be cool. Marvel rival DC films fared better with Super Dud, a generally well-received Man of Steel adventure that grossed $616 million. A lot have been riding on the success of the film, which centers on the most recognizable name in DC Comics. Yes, it is.
Okay. If it was such a success, how come there weren't repeat viewings that brought it up to $1 billion? It's worldwide total. We'll take a look at it here. Let me pull it up.
Excuse me. He's going to pull up the worldwide totals.
I am.
Well, I sneeze. Well, you know what? I don't know if I'd sit back at this time and say that he's the most recognizable DC.
Well,
I think it's gone to Batman.
The problem.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's Matt Reeves. I would say, but I mean, people have said even domestically that Superman or Supergoof 2025 or whatever has made enough money that they made a sequel. So I guess it's considered a success. But considering that without inflation or with inflation or whatever, Man of Steel made a bit more money. So
it made a bit more money, but this is just my opinion. How do we know that James Gunn wasn't so gung-ho on getting not only his Superman movie out, but his Supergirl movie out and a sequel out, regardless of how well Superman performed?
You know,
well,
it wouldn't be the first time Hollywood's released a sequel to a movie that didn't perform well.
And then what they'll do is the Variety and all these other media sites is like, oh, look at how well this is doing on streaming and this and that. But you don't see more people talking about like, oh, I want to see Superman again. Some people, sure, but still, it's crazy. I don't know. I guess this movie's a success, I guess, but not that much. It's like what people like Spock and some of the other people we've talked to. It's a mid movie. I think it's worse than even mid, but you know that's
it never took a break. It needed to take a break to let certain scenes really sink in for the audience. Instead, it just kept going and going and going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we have to take a look at the view in the room here. 616 should have been the domestic.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
There was a time that would have been just the domestic total alone.
Well, see, my argument for all these people, but like, oh, it was a success, and people are like, oh, it doesn't matter, it didn't make that much money. I'm like, yeah, it does. I said these films used to make $800 million to $1 billion worldwide, and now they're like, oh, well, if the domestically, I'm like, I thought we should look at the total of the worldwide and see. And yes, this movies can, once they go to streaming, they can get more popular that way. But look at stuff like Demon Slayer, because they care about their fan base. It's not that the Superman film is horrible or it's the worst thing in the world or why was it made or whatever. It's just that it's just the direction where things go. And if you're not a fan of James Gunn, and I don't understand this whole thing about doing the Guardians of the Galaxy type humor in all his DC films. DC has different humor than Marvel. We know this. But once again, people want to say that this is a success. It's a big success. As you see, Variety's like, this was a big success, whatever. Once again, these films used to make a lot more money, especially worldwide and domestic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when Jimmy Gunny only knowledge of comic books or such is a little Lulu and Baby Huey, that he can, say that, oh yeah, he's so versed in comics.
Right. Exactly.
And this shows it because he cannot do the differentiating between, oh wow, I used a big word there, between the two universes and how different they are. I mean, yeah, similar to a degree, but still in style, they're different.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
one deals with mutants more than anything else, or mutations. In DC, you either have heroes of legends, or a man who's a regular man but has trained himself and has a lot of toys, or an alien from a freaking planet that blew up.
Yep.
From freaking laser beams, sharks with laser beams on their head,
attached to their heads.
Yes. But there is that big difference. You have the Green Lantern Corps, again, an ordinary human being that's given a ring to be able to go out there and do whatever. There's a difference between and how they approach it, and especially when it came to Spider-Man, that was the approach to try to get the young to identify closer to the teen angst that was going on, are starting to rise up at that time. So I was a teenage spider. Stuff like that. Everyone forgets Peter Parker's a teenager. He's in high school.
Yep.
Or was. I don't know what they police them at now. So these days,
He could be in college right now. I mean,
Mm.
I'll be honest, I don't have interest in watching this next Spider-Man movie. And it's good to see Penny. Penny, good to see you.
Oh,
I hope you and
Penny!
your grandchild are doing well this morning.
Happy New Year's!
Happy New Year to you, Penny.
Yep. And hello to Pop Culture Mechanic. Hope you're doing
Yes,
well.
Pop Culture Mechanic,
Okay.
who opines superhero movies are done for, and he's probably heard me say that a lot here. It will be video games that are milked to death. Yeah, I mean, look at the Nintendo verse. They're gonna milk Mario Brothers. They're gonna milk Zelda. They're gonna milk Metroid, probably.
Mm-hmm. They might. The thing is, they're at least trying to keep reinventing the wheel, which is what they should do. Keep advancing Zelda, Metroid, all this stuff. So that's what you have to do. You have to do. Mm-hmm.
The thing is the superhero movies don't have to be dead.
No,
they just need a big makeover. I'm talking about behind the scenes, new teams taking over and continue on. What we have, get rid of Jimmy Gunn, get rid of whoever it is. Who is in charge of Marvel right now?
Feige still is.
Feige's still in charge of Marvel.
Yeah, show them the door.
Yeah,
they're old. They're old in the sense that they can't think of anything new, and they're so incestuous in there. I'm not talking about hanky panky incestuous, but they keep on just grabbing the same old, who have no new ideas no more. In fact, probably never had a freaking idea. It's whatever woke agenda we're going to run with today. Get rid of all of them and get people that actually truly love comic books. And the comic book movie will come back like you can't believe.
That's why, Matt Reeves is, that Batman movie, The Batman, almost made like $800 million. Well, it's still at least more than 100 million more than freaking Superman. So because it's Batman or whatever. No, there's things to like about that movie. There really is. It's just that there's other problems, but still, I would.
It's got pissed off Jimmy Gunn.
Yeah, and to address what Jet's asking here, it goes again to the article that Baron and I had read a few weeks ago, just before we went off the air. Baron found the article, so we went ahead and read it. And according to this article about the merger between Netflix and Warner Brothers, if it happens, their plan is to keep HBO Max up and running, which I think is ridiculous. Why do you need to have two separate streaming services? Why don't you combine them all into one?
Because they think that they can go out there and milk everybody by having some stuff on the one and some stuff on the other. It's a greedy.
And
they're greedy.
Yeah, they are. They're very greedy. And we've been saying it, regardless of who gets Warner Brothers, it's not going to be good for the consumer, us.
No, these mergers are never good for the consumers, but they also stifle innovation. I don't really understand why people can't see the common sense in all this. Less competition is bad for consumers. It's bad for the world. It's been proven.
And I do want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to the Admiral herself, Lady Mist.
Hello, Lady
Mist. The Guardian of the Void, Keeper of the Dragons. And I also want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to Tommy. Good to see you, brother.
Yo, Tommy. How you doing? Tommy.
Tommy's a fan of Enterprise. I might have to get him back on The Adventure Continues to talk about one of his favorite episodes of Enterprise.
Enterprise is good. I think Archer's still a great captain, so whatever.
I'm just laughing because I can hear someone screaming right now.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Yeah, so could I. But Baron, do you want me to continue with this, or do you want to
finish? Or you can finish. I don't care.
I mean, you can continue if you want.
Okay, I'll continue on here.
Didn't Mike supposed to say he was going to be punished? Okay, well, whatever. Go ahead, Baron. You do.
Well, whatever. Let's see, where was I? Let's see,
I
Tim
can,
Gunn.
you know,
Okay, recognizable. Okay, so a lot has been riding on the success of the film, which centers on the most recognizable name in DC Comics. And like I said, I disagree. I think Batman right now is. Jimmy Gunn, who took over DC with Peter Safran. I know, absolutely. In 2022. Yeah, Safran? Okay.
You got it.
Directed the film and positioned it as a reset for a company in desperate need of fresh direction.
Yet he marvelized it with the humor and everything.
Yeah. The plans, everything. It's just copy. Yeah. For years, DC films such as Justice League and The Flash have been slammed as too dark and dense. No, The Flash just sucks.
Dude, it is not Variety. Shut the no, but really, the too dark. Okay,
you
fine.
need to say it, Kes. I can tell you need to say it. Just go ahead and say it.
You know, Variety, fuck off. Look, this is why a lot of us get mad at the media, because we want to tell you right to your faces that you're a bunch of idiots, because you only want to see one thing. It's dark. It's this. Maybe the cast wasn't that good. Maybe the CGI in The Flash was shit. Wow, wait, that can't be. How could this be? That's crazy, man. Come on, man. Yeah.
And there might be something about the
maybe something about Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that Ezra Miller is a piece of shit. Oh no, that can't be. These Hollywood people are perfect. Come on, man.
No, you ain't. I mean, let's face it. Since the 1980s, really, especially with the zooming in of the Dark Knight Returns, DC has taken a darker tone.
Yes, they've always taken a darker tone. Where has Variety been?
DC's always been the more mature.
What are these people? 18? The fuck are they talking about? Yes, there's always been a darker turn. Yeah,
DC had its silly phase, you might say, especially after the Batman 1966 series, and that went into the 70s and such. But then they started tightening it up and started bringing in, a little bit more, like you said, more mature, darker. Dark Knight Returns really kicked that door open, and since that time, it's been a darker universe. I'm not saying it's grim dark, just that you got your noir elements of Batman. Some of that even crept into Green Arrow, and whatnot. And of course, Marvel was a little bit more that colorful, some lighthearted stuff. It's just like they're two different universes. It's just the fact that the Flash sucked.
Yeah, it's
just the fact that the Justice League was messed around with.
The whole thing about all this stuff is this stuff doesn't have to suck. They don't have to do these things. You just follow let's see, we've had about 3 or 4 different, well, of course there's a bunch of Flashes. I'm just thinking of some of the main ones, but why don't I don't get it. Then they go with Ezra Miller, and it's CGI, and it's all the stuff. It's so stupid. And then they bring in we bring Batman back. Oh, people want to see Batman, okay. And then they're stupid about that. It's just, that's why it was so funny when my brother actually watched the whole movie that day and went, he looks at me and he said, it was okay.
Well, the thing is, let's look at some of the problems with Justice League. Jason's favorite director, Schneider, got kicked off, and they brought in the male feminist, Josh Whedon, which really messed up that film and hurt that film. So, I mean, there was a lot of stuff that caused the lackluster response to Justice League. Again, there was just so much with the Flash that where do you begin? And it had nothing to do with it being dark, but it had everything. I mean, when you have Super Butch instead of Super Girl, I mean, it's like you look at that, it's like that's not Supergirl, that's Super Butch. What are you doing? and how many times did the one Superman die in that? I mean, Batman. I mean, die in that. I mean, it's just
Well, you bring
ridiculous.
back Michael Keaton to get
Yeah, they kill him.
wasted. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did the same thing in the Infinite Earths. They
Yeah.
brought back they
Conway.
oh, I'm thinking,
Conway.
yes, yeah, Conway, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Conroy, Kevin
Conroy. No, Conroy. Yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
Conroy.
Kevin
Yeah,
Conroy.
they brought him in,
And it was stupid what they did with him. And I'm like, I hope he got at least paid a lot of money for this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just not treating people, our heroes, with respect, and that's the other thing. Of course, it's going to turn off.
Right.
And as we kind of go on here, Gunn and Safran wanted to recapture the humor and hope that defined Richard Donner's '78 classic. Well, you failed.
Yeah, I agree.
Donner's humor is not Gunn's humor.
I want to ask one of the main questions. How many of you look up to this Superman? Because, yes, I've heard the newest Superman. I heard the whole thing about he saves everybody, including the villains. Okay, great. But is this a Superman you want to look up to? He's crying about this and all that.
I'd rather look up to the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Exactly.
That's always been my Superman.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And Helion's right. We need new superheroes. We need new characters in general. We need new stories. Take risk like Hollywood used to be, but they're too afraid to take risk.
Yeah, they won't take risk. And the thing is, like, when they do a hero, they're like, oh, he's going to be gay, but he's going to be flamboyant. And it's like, that's the main point of your character. That's it. What about, how did he grow up? What was his background like? Who does he save? What friends does he have? Oh, we can't talk about that. I mean, oh, you mean like actual storytelling or actual character development?
Yeah. Well,
again, the thing that was lacking in the Star Wars sequels was proper character development, the hero's journey.
Yes, he was. Yes, Dean Cain was solid. But that's why that show was good. But these are people who actually care. That's why Smallville was a good show. That's why these shows were good. That's why a lot of this animated stuff, even the Brave and the Bold, it's like you guys missed all the different points. And we'll go over this again and again with the Blue Beetle, this and that. It's like, where's Huntress? Where's this? Why don't you connect this? Why is he more interesting than we've seen even in the animated show, in the comics? So you say you know about these characters. Well, then prove to us you know about them.
Right. I mean, Dean Cain, he made a great television Superman. He would have been a terrible cinematic Superman.
You think so? Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, I mean, he would not have made a good cinematic one, but for television, he kicked ass.
Yeah.
He was great playing Superman in Lois. That was where he shined, because the two mediums are rather different, obviously.
Yeah, they are.
And he was able to keep Superman entertaining and watchable, and you want to know what was going on, especially when he goes back into Clark mode and such. But when it came around to inventing superheroes, we did have that at one time. Dark Man, there we go. I mean, that was a comic book movie that wasn't based on a comic book, and that's what was talked about back in the time. There have been many movies like when they came out, it's like, oh, this is just like a comic book movie, but it's not based on any comic.
Right.
So again, it took originality, and that's the problem. One thing I got to slightly disagree with you, Mike, on this. I think we've gone beyond being afraid to take chances, to the fact that they're just complacent. There's so much of them that they got, so much of the market that they own right now. They've gone into full-fledged lazy mode, and it's like all we have to do is slap a name on something, and boom, there it is.
Yeah, rinse, slather, repeat.
Yeah, the thing is, like, we've seen,
that's the phase we're in.
Yep. I mean, if somebody's like, I want to make a gay character, it's like, okay, but don't just make it a stereotype. Make it interesting. Why does it connect? Why does the characters care? Why does this relationship matter? All these kind of things should always matter. That was the problem with the first season of Batwoman. She had these relationships, and they were just stupid. And it's not because she's a lesbian. It's because they weren't very well connected. Yet the side characters, and I've said this before, they were more interesting. the father, Kate Kane's father, because of he wasn't just one dimensional, and then Lucius's Fox son, though, and the first season were the two more interesting characters, not the main characters so much. It was like, what are we doing here? So.
Yeah, and real quick, I do want to say Happy New Year to Phil. It's good to see you, brother. I hope you and your family had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
And Phil says, "Do my eyes deceive me? Is that grumpy Cash Money?" Well, we can all be grumpy at times, Phil. You know that. You know us well enough.
Phil, you're grumpy yourself. Shut up.
Well, he's just trying to get that crankiness going for Cranky Old fans.
Right, there you go.
And Phil also says, "Turn that frown upside down, Cash. Be happy."
Yeah.
Thank you for smashing the like button, Phil. Really appreciate it, brother.
Phil McCracken smashed that like button like Gallagher smashed a watermelon. So please, the rest of you, join along with them. It's fun.
Because Deadpool's a great character.
Yeah. And please, also, if you're watching on Rumble, please repost the stream. On YouTube, please share out the stream. And make sure you're hitting that like button.
It helps everybody.
It does.
It always
and
does.
Also, when you see the links for Baron and Cash, subscribe to their channels too. And if you want to subscribe to anyone else, well, go to their name on YouTube, click on the 3 dots, and click go to channel.
You can't, looking at this stuff always rationally, these characters, just when they were first started, they didn't magically become popular. You have to sell people on this stuff. You have to do good marketing. What a surprise.
Phil, don't warn Cash that you'll talk to him tonight. He'll only try to run and hide. Never play your cards never show your cards, Phil. Never, because he's going to run somewhere. He'll join a brony channel just to get away from you. That's Cash.
I'm going to make you join that brony channel. Oh man, finding out about this stuff, that's so weird. But yeah, I know you always say that, Phil, but
as he comes barging into our room, I'm hiding from Phil. Hide me. And I go,
yeah, right.
Whatever.
I
just Phil, it's over here.
The thing is, it's like, look, if you guys, and I would look at James Gunn and all these different executives, look, if you guys aren't going to do this right, just give people money, fan bases money, give the actual fans to do this right, people that care a lot, so we can get that great content again like we did in the 90s and stuff. We get that Batman the Animated Series. I know that's, it's one of those, you get lucky, of course, and stuff, but still, it was just, it's classic, and it's classic still for a reason, but it's just really good storytelling, and they added characters, and same with Harley Quinn. There you go. Right. I don't know if Red Claw before was in the comics or not. She was a great character, but it wasn't just, it was the look, it was the style, it was everything. These are people who actually gave a crap to give you some great entertainment. What a surprise. It's not that James Gunn can't do stuff, but you can't go and be like, this kind of humor works in DC. It does it. Oh, we'll make it work. Oh, and then the people that love James Gunn, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, whatever. It's like, okay, prove it to me that he knows what he's talking about. Let's see these movies make 800 million, continuing on to $1 billion. Let's see.
Yeah. Superman done right. It should have.
Yeah, it should have gone gangbusters at the box office. Of course, this article goes on to say DC's real challenge will come next year when the studio fields films like Supergirl and Clayface, which are based on far lesser known characters. Well, actually, Variety, I would say that Supergirl is a well-known character. It's Clayface that's probably only going to be known to a few people. And I'm not saying a small few. Yeah, he's a villain. He's
a villain. Yeah. I mean, as comic aficionados know exactly who Clayface is. Yeah, he made a lot of appearances in the Batman animated. A lot of appearances in the comics. So
And
why would
but,
you make a movie about a villain?
I would tell people also, if you don't really want to read the comics, I don't want to read, fine. Okay, then watch the animated show. You'll learn a lot. A lot.
See, the reason why I asked about being a villain is, did they change him? Because I like to do that. All of a sudden, someone who's a villain, all of a sudden,
A sympathetic villain.
Yeah. Probably it's what he's going to be.
And as far as Supergirl is concerned, who doesn't know about Supergirl?
She's been around for years.
Obviously, Variety doesn't.
No.
Will this make the 1980s Supergirl look good now? Just asking.
I don't know. If you look at
what's so wrong about that movie? I like.
If you look at it, it's.
I like Helen
still
Slater
decent.
as Supergirl.
Yeah, it's probably still decent, man, and it still feels like Supergirl. It's just this new Supergirl is just like some TikTok idiot.
Well, Supergirl, Supergirl. Let's face it, it did not get the highest ratings back then.
No, of course not. I get it, but
yeah, and of course at that time Helen Slater was dating Michael J. Fox, so all the guys are going,
"Oh, that would make sense."
She's dating him. I don't get a chance with her. I wonder what she's doing now.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. She's had a good career though, so.
We needed to have the DC logo base synonymous with quality again. Well, keep trying, Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Saffron says, for too long, our movies have suffered from real inconsistency.
Consistency. Yep.
There's a blub club for the new year.
It's all right, man.
That's what I'm going to call them from now on. A blub flub.
Blub flub. Blub flub.
Yeah.
Sounds like The View.
Heyo.
Heyo. Heyo. It takes time to develop a positive reputation, but this put us on the right track. Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
No,
I'm
really.
hitting the X
Are
button
you
right
sure
now.
about that?
I'm hitting X right now, constantly.
It was a disappointing year for many adult-oriented dramas with the likes of The Smashing Machine,
Okay.
also Begonia, the Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. Deliver me from nowhere.
I
can't understand what Springsteen is saying.
I think.
Well, wasn't
Yeah.
Springsteen a documentary more than anything else?
No, it was
I
just.
don't know. I
It
didn't
was
watch
just a
it.
biopic or whatever. I think from what the trailer
They
showed.
never do good in the theaters.
I think Walk the Line did. So
Oh no, but I mean, this is one where they followed Springsteen around.
yeah.
Or was this an actual drama?
No. This was This was somebody who played him, and
Oh, okay, then never mind. Never mind.
Failing to make much of a dent at the box office. However, some studios took artistic gambles that paid off handsomely. None more so than Warner Bros., which bet its idiosyncratic horror films like Ryan Coogler. Still, okay, I'm flubbing again. I'm
It's all
flubbing
right.
again.
You're good.
Flubbed up.
We're here for you.
Blub, flub, dub. That's what I'm calling it. New phrase for the new year. Consider which I know some of you liked, some of you didn't like. I liked it.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah. Zach Kreger's Weapons, both of which attracted huge crowds after they debuted to rave reviews, and awards buds helped another of the studio's on tour driven films, Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another. Oh gosh, I should have mentioned that because now Cash is really going to go.
It's all right.
And go off and say something like this.
Really grinds my gears.
All right.
Thank you, Baron. You're right on,
welcome.
right on target.
Mm-hmm. Well, all I can say about
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That film grows more than 200 million. Go ahead.
No, it's once again, these is just the bloated budget problem again. That's the problem. It doesn't make enough money, but it'll get a bunch of awards possibly because it fits the narrative of the Oscars. But yeah, possibly.
With a budget of 140 million and tens of millions spent on marketing, the film stands to lose 100 million theatrically, since studios and exhibitors essentially split ticket sales. Well, you can say that about all the movies that released, not just last year, but in previous years. If you want to go by pandemic standards, the production budget, the reshoots that add to the production budget, the marketing campaigns, having to split the profits with the theaters.
Yeah, well, they said even stuff like Superman didn't even break even, but I guess it still made enough of a profit. I don't know. It's just once again when I go ahead. Yeah,
Gunny was smart. He started all these projects, other projects up before the film was released. So it's like, okay, we're already in it. We can't, really, unless we want to backgirl it. And I don't think they want to backgirl a film right now.
Right.
No, although I'm still curious to see how bad that Batgirl film really was.
Me too. I always am, and that's the thing too. Like they throw like the Blue Beetle thing, or it's like Batgirl. Well, where's where's Dick Grayson? Why don't we need to have these connections? You can have a Batgirl go on adventures in this and that, but she needs to. It would be really good for her to connect to other DC characters, especially ones that she's either had a relationship with or whatever, fighting Poison Ivy, all these kind of things. Like, it just makes sense.
And knowing how to run.
Exactly. Knowing how to run, right?
Yeah, because those behind the scenes videos of the girl running in that costume, it's like, really? That was supposed to be her running? Why not go a full sprint? And Jet Spark says, I've never read the original comics, the DCAU, and some of the movies were my first exposure to characters like Batman and Superman, especially in the 90s with Batman the Animated Series. Then you had Superman the Animated Series. That was a lot of kids' first introduction to those characters.
Yeah, if you watch all that, you watch even stuff like Batman Beyond brought in new characters, new villains, because people were like, okay, what can we do with this villain? Okay, they're a toy maker. We've got to have some kind of background. This is how people used to think. This is how we still think. Everybody, even in the chat, probably still thinks this way. But you've got to sell people on the idea that, this is a new villain. This is what's interesting. You can't be like, oh, they're gay and that's the main thing, or they're straight, or whatever it is. It's like, well, what other dimensions do they have? Yes.
Well, see, that is the biggest thing that DC has been missing out on and should have done, and they still can while Michael Keaton's still with us. Batman Beyond. They can go out and do a Batman Beyond as they did with the animated show. No BS, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
And
continue it.
Right. And all of a sudden now, Batman's the mentor. He's kind of the Alfred, staying behind, feeding the information to the new Batman. And it would be absolutely excellent. People love Batman Beyond. I love Batman Beyond. I wish I
wasn't really sure about it, and then I watched it when it was on Netflix one day. I'm going, this is good.
It was great. I mean, even like the last, I'm not going to put all of it on Bruce Timm and stuff. It's like, but the Two-Face stuff was good storytelling. The other stuff, it just didn't click with me. And I agree with Mike too. Like, there were scenes that were just way too dark. It's like, hey, this character's dark, so we have to have the scene darker. It was weird. We saw that, Mike. It was bizarre.
The Amazon Batman animated series. Yeah. They should have started with that Two-Face episode first. I will stand by it.
Yep.
Here it is, 2-3 years later since we've seen that, and I'm still saying they should have started with that Two-Face episode first to hook people in.
Yep.
Especially with only 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Alan Ritchson as Batman. I don't see why not. It says, the good news is when a movie catches the eye of a film-going audience, they are ready and excited to go. We saw all kinds of movies work this year, says Adam Fogelson, chair of Lionsgate Motion Picture Group. The challenge is if you have something that, for whatever reason, doesn't spark people's interest, the floor is non-existent, regardless of the level of star power.
Yep.
It also adds you can have a movie that an audience likes and no one goes to see it. Yeah, that's true. I liked Ballerina, but not a lot of people saw it.
Yeah, I'll give Ballerina credit. They at least understood that John Wick had to be in the movie. So I give them credit for that. Something they didn't understand with Furiosa. So
wow, listen to you. It's like you were saying just the other day. Yeah, my brother gave me Ballerina.
I did. I'm not. I don't think it's gonna.
Well,
be
I don't know why
movie.
he gave me that stinker. Oh,
I was surprised when he had bought that for me for Christmas. It was nice. I'm still gonna watch it, Baron. It's just I just have this feeling after everything that I read, this will be the weakest of all the.
It's like I said since I saw it, Cash. It's not the greatest in the John Wick films, but it still holds up on its own. It understands why it needs to have John Wick in the film.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we needed Mad Max and Furiosa. It would have made the movie so much better. Some kind of connection there. Some kind of connection.
Well, the only kind of connection you actually got was this shot of the Interceptor and someone who's supposed to be Mad Max standing there. That's it.
Does that really count, though, Mike? I guess.
Well, the thing is,
I'm just letting you know as someone who saw the film, Cash.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But honestly, how would they be able to work Mad Max into it? Because this is a prequel, and she hadn't met Mad Max until Fury Road. So
maybe not. Maybe it wouldn't connect. But it just seems like when you've got, I watched Furiosa. It just wasn't that good, and it's just like there has to be these connections. I don't know. People were saying, well, what if we had Mad Max somewhere? I mean, it could have been, I don't know, future scene, something. Something could have connected. So.
I mean, you could have had Max help her out in one of the scenes, but it's a brief cameo.
Right. Exactly. You could have.
Yeah, and it says Tom Cruise's star power may be dimming, as evidenced by the diminished returns of the mega-budgeted Mission Impossible. Actually, you just hit it right there, Variety. The budget is what really hurt Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, and also hurt Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning. Over $300 million for a film's budget?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Sorry, that's ridiculous.
Yes.
Sorry, not sorry.
How are you going to get a return on that investment?
I don't care who your stars are. I don't care if it is a Tom Cruise. I don't care if it's an Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't care if it's a Scarlett Johansson, Charlize Theron.
Yes.
I don't care who it is. If these movies are being budgeted for 300, 400 million, how can you expect to make a profit on them?
Exactly.
Exactly.
And it says here it ranks among the year's biggest bombs and may put Ethan Hunt on hiatus, at least until Cruise's adventure films get less costly. Don't they realize that this was the final Mission Impossible movie?
Yeah, it is.
But other talent is ascending to the A-list. Timothy Chalamet, for example, proved that he's one of the hottest names in movies. The 30-year-old actor has helped make A24's Marty Supreme, a period movie about a ping pong, into an unlikely holiday season hit. Sounds like your kind of movie, Baron.
It sounds like one that do good in China.
Yeah.
Ping pong.
Let's see. Holiday season hit. Credit goes to the star who helped mastermind a promotional push that saw him deploy everything from bright orange blimps to viral videos in service of the indie drama. The marketing blitz drew TikTok fans as well as art house aficionados. Because he's got his finger on the pulse. He knows, okay, this is what our target audience is looking for. So let's do things that gear toward our target audience by doing promotions on TikTok and TikTok.
TikTok, don't stop.
TikTok.
Baron, though, I just want to get back to that one point about Furiosa. Even though it was a story that it's a prequel, couldn't you still find a way to put Mad Max like later into the future, just so there's more of a connection? Couldn't you do that, or is that okay?
Well, I mean, you could, but they didn't. I mean,
I know
the main base of the story, you really couldn't. Because. So yeah, it's like they're trying to do their own thing, trying to start with a new heroine,
right?
And it didn't work.
No,
because in Fury Road, let's be honest about it, that was a feminist pipe dream, and I'm not talking about the good feminist.
Well, the problem is her background wasn't that interesting, Baron.
No.
That was the biggest problem with all these new characters. Their background is never interesting. If it's Rey, if it's this, it's like it's just not that. They start off with something and then it just falls apart. You got to keep going with it,
right? And it's insult to these characters.
Yeah, and Helion, no apologies necessary. Keep your eyes on the road.
Exactly.
And let's face it, in Furiosa, Chris Hemsworth's mustache twirling villain didn't help either.
It wasn't. It just wasn't that interesting. It wasn't. You've got to pull somebody in when you're put. I don't know. You can play these games all the time. Oh, you don't like this because it's a woman. No. Build it more. Maybe some. I don't know.
I mean, could you say that Ripley's a feminist?
Probably.
She's a feminist that we all like because, like you just said, Baron, she's trying to survive. She was relatable.
Yeah. Imagine if we were able to get somebody like Sigourney Weaver and we could pick her brain about all this stuff. And especially about these females. And it's like, well, look, they need to be, I'm sure she would agree with us. I would be surprised if she didn't, because she knows that these characters that were well-rounded, like Ripley's a fucking great character. Really is.
Well, I mean,
for many reasons.
Well, to answer that question kind of fully here. Yeah, there is a good feminist. A good feminist is someone who wants to go out there and make sure that they're
cares actually about real problems of women. That's how I feel.
Right. Well, not only that, that their worth is not ignored. That they have opportunities out there when they want to try to do, and not hindered by that. Things like that. And when you had the movie, I mean, if you want to take a look at really good, quote unquote, feminist heroines, they poo-poo you. I mean, let's face it, Wonder Woman comic books, one of the first big ones we had out there, right? I mean, if that's not a feminist in the good way superhero, I don't know what is. Ripley, again, just an average person. Again, when you're going down the road of a hero's journey, she's feminist because she's a nobody, but she's got to do everything within her wits to try to be able to survive, and does. And even when she turns into Miss Badass in Aliens, she's still a woman. She's not still flawed, things like that. But she's able to be a capable. She's not a shrinking violet. Even Sarah Connor. I mean, take a look at the evolution of Sarah Connor. Even within that one film, the first Terminator to the second Terminator. Again, she's still. No, she's not the I am woman, hear my roar. Just because I'm a woman, you should pay attention to me. I can do anything and everybody else fails type of thing. Because then you don't have that hero's journey and you make people insufferable and you don't want to follow it. Now, Rey Palpatine is an example of a bad feminist. It's like, I can do anything. I'm, Daisy really even said herself, there is that the character has no flaws.
Yeah, that's
well.
never
Congratulations, she's just gone into the I am woman. Hear me roar.
Mhm.
Worship me at the feet. I can shoot 3 TIE fighters down in one shot. Bullshit. So I mean, that's the difference. A true feminist hero is one that has the same journey as the man. Red Sonja, again, she's a real feminist. Yeah, I mean, she's in a Robert E. Howard like universe and shows a lot of skin, just like Conan does. But she's strong. She's capable. She can do a lot of things, but she also has her foibles. She does fall. She does make mistakes. So, I mean, even going into when Marvel comic came up with her, so yeah, those are the good ones. But they get poo-pooed. Why? Well, Red Sonja, all she has is boobs with a very skimpy outfit. Blah blah blah. Have you read Red Sonja?
Of course not. Never
do. You know? Have you read Wonder Woman? Do you know that Wonder Woman was based off of Margaret Sanger, who started Planned Parenthood? Are you now willing to change your opinion? Right?
Yeah. Well, Miles Morales was based off of Obama, so I mean, these things are something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of them are based off of real people, and I mean, take a look at Marion Ravenwood in Indiana Jones, or specifically Raiders of the Lost Ark. She's no shrinking violet. She's still feminine, but she's got that tomboy edge to her. She can drink with the best of them and whatnot, but you can see that she's been hurt. She's been trampled on. She's had her journey, and now teaming back up with Indiana Jones gives a new purpose to her journey. And it's not just because a man came and rescued me, and now I'm whole. No, it's the fact that she holds up the headpiece of the staff of Raw, and that we're now goddamn partners.
Right, exactly. That's right, and that's the whole thing. Like, you want that banter with the characters. That's Marion is so important to Indiana Jones because of the connection and so on. That's what you need. It doesn't matter if it's Trek. It doesn't matter what it is. It's those connections.
Yeah,
the relationships, the whatever that they go through, and they're missing all the point. You having one character, doesn't matter if it's a man, he wants to be weaker, he's yelling at the woman or whatever. There has to be like a good connection.
Right.
So a lot of people are like, I'm going to put my own stamp on this, but it's like, well, this is not the best stamp. You guys are missing. And then when they race swap characters and they gender swap characters, then they change more of the character. It's like, okay, you guys are going crazy. Then you got other people out there. It's like, I want a character that looks like myself. I want, fine, whatever. But they're still not that interesting. Like Miles Morales, I can say, Baron, he was more interesting in the first movie, his relationship with Gwen. I didn't know all this before. He was based on, they wanted, at the time, DC wanted a character because Obama's, first black president, whatever. That didn't connect with me. I liked Miles because of how he cared, how his dad was a cop, this and that. And so when they started changing that, they started adding the current politics and all, it's like, you're making the character less. And this is always the problem, making the character less, not making the character more.
Right. Well, I mean, the most worthless race and gender swap at the same time was Boomer in Battlestar Galactica. So what we're going to do, we're going to take from the original series, one of the two leads that were, our mains actors that were black, Terry Carter being the other one as Ty. And so we're going to take the black guy and race swap him to an Asian and then make him a woman. It's like, oh, so you're going to make sure you change the brother. Don't you understand how racist that sounds?
That's so good. I had not watched more of the original show. So, like, I understand if people are just watching the reboot, then they're not going to see these things or don't know about this stuff, and that's okay. But when they go back, it's like, maybe they shouldn't have done that.
And see,
No.
I've seen the original Battlestar Galactica. I've watched the reboot. There are things about the reboot I like, things about the reboot that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
for
I
me,
honestly,
about
I didn't
everything.
mind that Grace Park played Boomer in the reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, no, I like.
But the
Grace
thing
Park.
is Grace
I like
Park
her.
could have been in one of the other people. She could have been Athena.
You know, she would have been a great Athena.
Right. So why not Athena? Or somebody else? Why did you have to change Boomer that way? So again, and of course, then what did it do with Ty? Again, a black guy got a race reversed into a white guy.
Mm-hmm.
Terry Carter was perfect as Ty.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they did two people dirty there of another ethnicity other than whites, and it's like I'm just as upset about that as the other way around.
Yeah, I get that. I'll
It's
have to
not
watch more of
necessary.
the original
Yeah.
show, Baron. I will have to
Yeah.
do that sometime soon.
So those of you said that, oh, you're just upset because they changed a white guy into a black guy. No, I'm just as mad about the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
Or the gender swapping like they did. I mean, Dolph Lundgren will now play Sarah Connor in the next Terminator film. How about that, folks?
I mean, I'm sure like everybody on this panel, even like growing up, and I'm sure people also in the chat, it's like, why do we like a lot of characters by Denzel Washington? Because they were well-rounded, they were interesting. Why do we like Morgan Freeman? Why did we like a lot of characters by Samuel Jackson, including characters like Mace Windu? Because he was a great character, or is a great character.
Not only were they great characters, but the portrayals by
Yes.
Denzel Washington, Samuel Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
Jackson, and Morgan Freeman were on point.
Yep.
Right.
There's a lot of things that people like Lucas and Spielberg and however you feel about them as people, whatever, that they cared about a lot of things about their craft. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to care.
And speaking of caring, I do want to say hello to Jill Powers, the River Daughter, who says, "Good afternoon, Pacific414, and all you pop talkers." Of course, she also says hello to Penny, all wrenches, all panelists, and chat. And
Hello, Jill.
she also
Hi, Jill.
says, "I was a real feminist, discursive, not activist."
Mm-hmm.
And also, Penny asked a question, which I also had concerns about, was how Jill was feeling. And Jill says that for the first time since the 16th of December, she was able to get out of the house and drive to the store for groceries. Much improved. Sorry you're still under the weather. It sure bites at our age. Yeah, and there's been a nasty cold going around. And so I hope everybody can get healthy. And for those who haven't caught it, stay healthy.
Drink orange juice.
Yes. And of course,
Always
she's
drink
here, Cash. Your number one fan is here. Baron's better half. The long suffering. She's here. She likes you, Cash.
Yes.
She does. Always talking about
As long as she likes Baron more, then that's
No. Lost
No,
cause, Cash.
he doesn't like change. He doesn't.
No.
Yeah, I want the bills, not the change.
Yeah. But getting back to this article, and it's almost over. This article. It says movie theaters have also relied heavily on premium large formats like IMAX and Dolby. The popularity of those screens, which are more expensive than the average movie ticket, has helped to offset the decline in attendance. For visual spectacles like Avatar, Fire and Ash, or F1 the movie, we will be watching that next Sunday here on Pacific414 Pop Talk. Those PLFs have accounted for 50% to 60% of overall sales, although industry sales were essentially flat. IMAX delivered its best every year at the box office with 1.2 billion globally. We branched out in genres, says IMAX CEO Richard Gelfond. We were known more in 2022 and 2023 for superhero movies and sequels. This year, we did a lot more in horror and family films. 3 of our 4 biggest animated films in our history were this year, which I don't think is coincident. And he also says the public's attitude is expanding to the kind of films they like to see in IMAX. He suggests that more diversified content would help insulate theaters from some Hollywood changes. Exhibitors have, in fact, been turning to alternative content to populate their screens during the slower months. Kill Bill or Back to the Future re-releases or Jaws anniversary screenings have helped. Alamo for one. And yes, it's worth seeing these movies when they are re-released to theaters, especially if you've never seen them in the theater before.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Re-releases for Jaws anniversary screenings have helped Alamo for one, pace 5% ahead of the industry's year-to-year returns, but cinema operators are keenly aware that oldies aren't going to keep the lights on by themselves. They need Hollywood to supply the kind of new releases that turn multiplexes back into the epicenter of culture. Well, then come up with new stories and new characters, and maybe people will come.
That's right. Take a chance.
If you do it right, they will come.
I would like to think that studios and distributors are looking at trends and seeing that original, fresh stories are working. Guys, how many times have all of us, and I mean all of us, said new, original, fresh stories?
Mm-hmm.
Be nice.
Yeah.
So don't just give me 20 more movies. Give me 20 more with stuff that's meaningful for people. Will those types of films fill the marquees in 2026? This year, they certainly didn't. Of course, that was last year that they're referring to. I thought they kept calling her Boomer throughout all 4 seasons. I'll have to go back and rewatch. It's been a while since I've watched it, but I don't know, gentlemen. You have anything that you want to opine on this article before we move on to the release schedule?
I feel that Variety, just like a lot of media, they miss the point of some of these things. They point out a few things, yes, things are dark or this and that, but I wish they would actually do their more research, especially since they get paid, and you're not always sure if these articles are written by AI or whatever, but these days, it's just, I just wish they would just do more research. I don't understand why that's so hard.
If they were brave, they were brave and they wanted to be the Woodward and Bernstein frauds, they were frauds, those two were, but wanted to be the epitome of that in the industry, they would go after saying the fact, it's all this mergering that's hurting Hollywood. This is what's killing Hollywood. It's killing the drive. It's becoming very incestuous. New thoughts and ideas are shunned and ignored because they can't get through that bubble, because they have all their little buddies. You have to know the super secret handshake and whatnot. And if they're brave, they would do that. And Variety would put something like that out there, then people might start listening. But no, all they're doing is the ribbing of the future of all the studios and such, telling them, "Oh, you're doing okay. It's everybody else's."
They want exactly, and they want to hire everybody that thinks the same as them. I don't believe there's anybody at Variety who doesn't think the same as everybody else. And I'm sure they're just a bunch of liberals. It's not that being liberal in itself is bad. It's just the ideas.
It's not. liberal or conservative,
No.
none of that's bad. You have to be willing to listen with your
Exactly.
ears, not
That's
with your mouth.
That's right.
But it's worse than that, though, Cash. What it is they're the hanger-ons. They want to hang around with the cool kids.
Of course.
So they're not going to say anything wrong
No.
about the cool kids, even though
No.
they might be bullies and
Right.
throwing puppy dogs down
That's right.
wells and
That's right.
and cats through
Mhm.
wood chippers. They'll defend to the nth degree on that one because they're afraid if they say anything wrong, they will be shunned by the people that have been trying so hard to be a part of. And so they've turned into a glorified ass-kissing
Yeah.
rag.
And if they can't,
with no independent thought.
Right. And like I was thinking about this the other day, just earlier. It was like, look, what if you're interviewing somebody like De Niro? It's like, look, man, you and I are never going to agree about the politics, and the reason that you get attacked is because of this. So we can have a reasonable conversation. If you don't want to talk about that, fine, we can just talk about your movies, man. But I'm not here to kiss your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would say that to any of these celebrities you're doing an interview with. I'm not here to kiss your ass. I'm not here to just blatantly attack you, but I'm going to point out things like that. You know, where is things going on about this? I mean, I look at Samuel Jackson right now, and sure, he's doing great with commercials, but you know, the man seems to take any role he can right now for money. It's like you've got to still have some integrity out there. I would hope.
He kind of did that before too. I mean,
I guess so.
Samuel L. Jackson wants to work, right? And
Right.
he also wants to know what's in your wallet. So
That's right.
That's
right. Always.
So you got to give it up to him for that. You know, he wants to work, and you know, like Christopher Lloyd. Look at the duds that he was in, but he liked to work.
True.
Likes to work.
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't think it's desperation, other than the fact that the desperation is I don't want to sit around the house wanking off when I could be doing something out there, even if it might be a lower quality film.
Right.
I mean, for crying out, you know, Christopher Lee even did Halloween 2 for crying out loud, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
So, everybody's, if they realize they're actors and they need to work, and some of the jobs they're going to be given is shite. So, what are you going to do? Pass up a paycheck or actually do it? When you start passing up paychecks, well, you become less viable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you haven't worked for so long, and they don't like seeing that.
Right. And I think Variety and these other media sites, even IGN used to be great. Sure, there's articles like this one is still pretty interesting. But it's just like if they really were like they're supposed to be and be like, yeah, you know, hiring people with all these different opinions and stuff, and not just hiring all these people that want to have the same mindset, they would just have a better company. This stuff has always been proven to you'll have a better company when you have all these different opinions and you're willing to listen. Like Mike said, you're willing to listen.
Right. I mean, again, you know, as it comes through to it, like in the 50s with the big Red Scare, a lot of writers who were professed communists, you know, and it wasn't the government that was pulling the people out of work. It was the studios because they're afraid of having backlash for having a person who is a communist and was an admitted communist. A lot of them went over to England to work, and they came out with some great products that came back to the United States. Robin Hood, Sir Lancelot, the Buccaneers. You know, these things that, you know, were in the syndicated market, and they became very popular. I mean, Robin Hood lasted 4 seasons here. I mean, over there too as well, because it was on on Brit TV over there too. And yeah, they put some of their beliefs in what they're writing. No problem with that. But the thing is they wrote it well.
Yep.
They were great writers. There's nothing wrong with that. And I mean, I got the entire Robin Hood series. I got the entire Sir Lancelot series, which, by the way, was the first British show to be shot in color. Just so that people know.
Yep.
And this was in the 1950s.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the Buccaneers. I have all those, along with the Sherlock Holmes series. But no, that wasn't as much. That was a strange creature, that one, with the film. But that's beside the point. But the thing is yeah, they went over there, changed the name, did that. You know, you had actors, and then they came back. whatnot. What was, I believe, Rooster Cogburn was written by a basically a blacklisted screenwriter, and John Wayne liked her work. It's like, yeah, we're gonna do it. I don't care. I don't care what whatever. I mean, John Ford was not a conservative; he was a diehard liberal. And he's the only
Well,
man
you
that
know,
made John
there,
Wayne cry.
Pilgrim, if John Wayne says we're going to do this movie, I don't care if this writer's been blacklisted, they're going to do this movie, Pilgrim.
Well,
Exactly.
it would be nice, including the media, to also come out and say things like, look, we don't, but it's all, they're all the same politics, but it's saying, like, this politics doesn't fit in this, so why are we putting this? Oh, because it's that narcissism again. But if they just took it out and put the politics into these movies or these shows or stuff that has been built for many years the way it should be, then it would all make sense.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it just would
when
make more sense, maybe. Yeah.
When you look into the entertainment industry, Frank Sinatra, who's a Democrat, Dino, who's a Republican, and then you had Sammy Davis. It's like, I'll vote for whatever the flavor is. He voted for Nixon. He was all over the place. You could be Republican, Democrat. It didn't matter, right? But yet they're the Rat Pack, and they all got along well.
Mm-hmm.
And Sinatra even convinced Dino to vote for Kennedy, which says a lot right there, right? And then what do you have at the White House when Reagan took over? Well, of course, Sinatra was there, who, they're friends. Reagan, now a Republican, had been for several years.
Right.
And they had Don Rickles there doing his bit, who, again, another Democrat.
Yes.
But they're friends and having fun. And, again, if he got insulted by Don Rickles, consider it a badge of honor.
Of course. He's one of the best.
You're right. And so it's like, what has happened? All the different viewpoints, all the different approaches. Again, Reagan being not Reagan, but John Wayne being a Republican and conservative, backing a formerly blacklisted and communist. And see, that's the one thing. All the Hollywood thing did was point out who were communists, and a lot of them were. It was it was the studios that did the injustice to them. It's like, well, you what are you guys afraid to admit you're in Congress that you're a communist when you're out there? I mean, yeah, granted, you had Orson Bean, who got blacklisted because he wasn't a communist, but he was trying to bang a communist, was showing up at these rallies because he wanted to get her. I think he did marry her, and it's like, yeah, that didn't go well. But and that's the thing. And what happened is Smiling Ed, we have a very big show here, right? Again, a conservative Republican, and he tells, not only does he kiss a black woman on a TV screen, when he was told no contact, don't touch her. Don't touch her on screen. Don't want to piss off, the South. And so he doubles up and gives her a kiss. When Orson Bean was blacklisted, good old Ed came over and said, "Listen, I'm so sorry. I fought for you, but I can't. I'm afraid I'm going to have to cancel you. But the moment I'm able to, you're back on." And he was good to his word. And as Orson Bean said, that was probably the best thing in my life because I was able to go and start doing some Broadway, which he really got recognition for. Then came back to Smiling Ed and did stuff. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a convoluted time. Again, it's a history that's only one-sided. Yeah, there were people that were implicated being communists that weren't. But a lot of them that were accused were. And, okay, so what? Now it's a good thing. Look at Zero Mondavi in the great socialist city of New York now. I mean, again, I'm not doing any attacks here or whatnot. Just hitting the facts here.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to remember this and not fall into the trap that we're constantly lied to about. That was the government that did it, where they walked in and said, "You're not going to do it." No, it was the studios being afraid of the public, and that's why it happened. And crazy Joe McCarthy, Tail Gunner Joe, as they called him, because he's a tail gunner. In World War II. If that doesn't drive you crazy, I don't know what would. I mean,
and it's good to see Godzillionaire. Welcome to the first Pop Talk of 2026.
Godzillionaire, you remember Rush Limbaugh, I'm sure. So I got this one word for you. Ditto. But that's just the thing. It goes one way or the other. But you did have that coming together. When you can have, at some of these times, diametrically opposed people. Like I said, John Ford was not a conservative at all. He was a diehard liberal. Right? But yet, look how often John Wayne worked with him. He also was a son of a bitch, too, John Ford. He was a nasty character. But, look how often those two worked together.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the respect they have each other for the work that they did.
Yeah.
Very true.
Why can't we have that now? Why?
They don't want that now. That's the problem, Barrett. They, being Hollywood, they don't want that.
No, they don't want that.
Because Hollywood is
Mm-hmm.
filled with retards. I'll say it.
Yeah,
they just with a bunch of people, and the reason why is they don't want to expand themselves.
Right. Out. It's that elitist attitude. It's like even when other conservatives will say they heard from somebody who went into an audition, and it's like, oh, don't tell the person you're a conservative because and that shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter. No. It's like if you're going in for a job interview and people start asking your pronouns and this and that. It's like my dad would always say, it's like, what does this have to do with the job? And that's a fair question. And if they give you some bullshit, then you should just walk out. Look for another job because that's stupid.
Yeah, but
That's right. That's right. Godzillionaire always.
Okay, before I say what I'm going to say.
How many of you think the opinions of actors should be valued as much as, well, say, doctors, engineers, or a courageous congressman?
Right here. Yeah, right on.
Well, you're wrong. Actors are self-centered punks.
Now, despite your opinion about the man, one way or another.
Right.
Bill Maher is at least an intelligent liberal.
Yes, he
is. He knows stuff.
But we have to always remember, Baron.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
One at a time.
Go ahead, Baron.
So when he had his good friend Patton Oswalt come waddling on there, like an like the little evil hobbit from Mordor, he schooled him because he Patton Oswalt, who is a hell of a lot smarter than any other goddamn person on the face of the earth, right? He's smarter than us, right, guys? And Bill Maher starts, exactly. Starts throwing back and school, and leaves him speechless because he can't answer because it goes outside of the playbook, goes outside of the bumper sticker logic,
right?
The platitudes, the words that you're supposed to say, but when you get beyond it, it's like, well, why? That's not true. This is the case.
Yeah,
it is. I didn't know that. Really?
Well, it's the same thing. But remember, like Bill Maher before on his show Real Time with Bill Maher and so on, like the things he was saying, it was like, oh, cancel culture, it's coming from the conservatives. Then it started coming from them, and then they started changing their tune, Baron, because as we told them, it can come for anybody.
Yeah.
You say something like you said, right outside of the box. Oh, I can't believe somebody said that. Oh, I can't believe they did this. We need to cancel this person. This person is evil. This person is the devil. This person is that. It's insanity.
I can't believe it's not butter.
And I know you're not kidding, Joe. I know you're not.
No, it's absolute fact. And the thing is he's not the only one.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, Jimmy Gunny got in trouble for that.
He did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a man who's sitting in France right now who was convicted of that.
Yeah, Roman Polanski.
Who,
Yeah,
who they still defend. Yeah, that's awful.
who defend the greatest man in the world, Walter Matthau, going, yeah, I'm glad he's not here right now because he'd be arrested. It's like, and that's a bad thing.
Yeah, I know.
And he's saying like it is.
Well,
So,
the whole thing is
that's Hollywood now.
They put out these messages from, the Free Palestine and this and that and whatever. And it's like, look, does this really help your ratings or help your show? Just accept your award, have a nice speech. Isn't the whole point of any of these award shows? And I use this as an example because this stuff keeps happening. It's like, you wonder why your ratings are going down because people get tired of listening to this crap.
Well, it's going to continue to happen because there's nobody telling anyone in Hollywood enough.
That's right.
Well,
I'm talking about Hollywood themselves. Yes, there's us who boycott the TV shows, boycott the movies, but there's nobody actually in Hollywood saying enough. We're losing the people. We don't need to lose anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's our fault.
Right.
We're the ones at fault.
Exactly. We're at fault because we don't go see this. We don't pay whatever prices they want. We don't do this. We don't do that. We have a different opinion than them. They can't take it. I mean, they just can't. And I believe even with interviews, like maybe not, maybe people like The Rock and other people, if we brought up certain questions, they probably wouldn't walk out, trying to be respectful. As long as they're respectful to us, it just.
But
it's just
you
funny.
can't count on everybody in Hollywood being respectful, Cash.
No, you can't.
No.
You've seen it already with some interviewers. They walk out, oh, that's a stupid question. That's just, why is it a stupid question? Because you don't want to answer it? It's
because they can't answer it.
No.
Or they won't.
It's funny. It's stuff like Eddie Murphy. Are we supposed to chastise him or whatever because he slept with a transvestite or whatever at one point? Things happen. Are we supposed to? But yet other people, somebody who's a conservative, somebody who's different, somebody who's not a liberal, with the way they are thinking and so on, they deserve to be chastised. That's insane to me. That's loony to me.
Exactly. I mean, the thing is Eddie Murphy was doing it in the car. That was the big problem.
Right.
If you decide to play manual instead of automatic, at least have a hotel room. And if you're doing, if you decide to play around with an automatic, do it in a hotel room. Don't do it in a car.
And Padawannabe is right about Ricky Gervais's quote at the Golden Globes, I believe it was, where he said, "Take your little award, say thank you, and F off."
Yeah. Yeah. Ricky's whole thing also is like, I won't, they're not going to bring me back next year. And other people are like, but they are, man. They are. Stop saying it.
Well, they should.
Of course. They should always bring people like Ricky Gervais. It's just like when Sacha Baron Cohen, when he wouldn't go all kooky and whatever, he would make jokes like, oh, yeah, oh, it's so horrible about Guy Ritchie and Madonna's relationship. Isn't that awful? And like, I was laughing my ass off. And then they went to Selma Hayek and she's all upset. Just like Tom Hanks was upset about some of the things that Ricky Gervais said.
In the closet Scientologist.
Oh, man.
So we could still continue this conversation, but let's take a look at some of the movies that are coming out this year. And let's all try to decide whether or not we'd even go see them. Now, also keep in mind with this list, some of the dates have been changed, which are also included in the article in the link. So if you want to see, what movies have been changed from what you see before you in just a few moments, again, that link is in there. So let's go ahead.
Let's start this off properly.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Ready!
All right, so this comes from Phil of Lila, and this is a condensed version of the whole list. If I click the back button here and scroll down, we get not only the entire list for January, but the entire list for the entire year.
Okay.
But I'm going to focus on this right now. So it doesn't have anything listed for January, obviously, as you can see, but it's highlighting the movies that they expect to be, the ones that draw people to the theaters. And in February, you have Goat. And also in February, you have Scream 7. Do we really need another Scream movie?
No.
If
I'm just asking.
money, they don't care. I don't remember if the last one made that much money, but it must have made enough.
I don't know. All I can say though is if Goat was they made a movie about Goat Simulator, I'd be there.
And Jill's saying the Odyssey trailer looks awful. And see, that's another problem with these movies nowadays. The trailers themselves look awful. And on March 6th, you have Hoppers. It's a Pixar film. I don't know what it's about. I haven't looked it up. And then
hop around. I don't know.
Yeah. And then on March 18th, you have The Exorcist. Again, do we need another Exorcist movie?
Mm-hmm. Well, if they're going to do it right,
I'm just asking.
Yeah, I know. If they're going to do it right in the first one, oh wait a moment, never mind. I was thinking of The Omen. Never mind. They don't need to do another one. The first one's scary enough.
Ed Barrett, would you like to take this one?
Which one's that?
Godzilla comic? Come on. You know you
Matt
want to.
Damon! Matt Damon! Matt Damon? Matt Damon! There we go. Is that what you're wanting? Matt Damon!
Come on. Like I said, you know you want to.
Matt Damon.
Yeah,
I'm
Project
Batman.
Project Hail Mary. Now, that title has me interested, so I'm going to look and see what that's about.
Yeah. But the font that they're using on there, yeah, I don't think it's football. Project Hail Mary.
I know it's not football.
It should be. Da 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 ba ba da 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 ba 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 da ba da 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 da.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
That's right. Don't call me Shirley. Come on.
It's a Ryan Gosling film, and it says an astronaut tries to save Earth while alone in outer space.
Oh, wow.
Very exciting.
First you had me, then you lost me. Then again, you never had me. Okay.
Well, like I said, I was curious, so I looked.
Well, yeah, I know. Yeah. They're trying to make sure Atlas 31, 31 Atlas wasn't going to launch its alien spores on this planet. And then the sequel would be Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I want to say the last Jumanji film came out 7 years ago, Jet.
Oh, the one with Jack Black? Yeah. And The Rock?
Yeah. I mean, Karen Gillan, yeah. I mean, I like her, but I'm not going to go see Jumanji with her or Jack Black or The Rock. If I'm going to watch a Jumanji movie, it's the one with Robin Williams.
Yeah, I'm not. I hear they follow still the game and this and that. I just never really got into them. So.
Well, yeah, and Cash wouldn't see the new Jumanji film because Karen Gillan being redhead.
Oh, right, sure.
Yeah, a black Athena. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'll just go and watch Clash of the Titans, the original with Harry Hamlin and Burgess Meredith,
classic movie,
and Sir Lawrence Olivier and Sean Phillips. And never mind. I'll stop now.
I love that Medusa scene. So awesome.
Oh yeah,
so great.
It is. It's freaking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
You and Jace both, Jet. You and Jace both.
Mm.
It stopped after 4. I stopped. I don't know. I know somebody who actually keeps watching these. I mean, if they're getting enjoyment out of it, more power to them.
let's see. For me with the Scream movies, I stopped watching before the first one.
No, okay.
I only watched the first one. I didn't care to watch any of the others after.
A lot of this horror stuff gets recycled, and it's like, have you guys actually run out of ideas with this, or can we try to find something new?
I mean,
Do we just
again,
put horror and like is there no backgrounds anymore for these killers and stuff? I don't know.
well, that's just it. And forgive me if I'm wrong on that, but everything I saw about that, it's just the same formula that started with. I guess you could sit back. Started with Texas Chainsaw, but actually really shot into stardom with Halloween and Friday the 13th. It's like, I'm sorry, I find those films boring. I'd rather have true real thriller horror than than that. So,
well, I mean, even
Tail and Tucker versus Evil. Now that's the exception to the rule.
I mean, I've never even watched like the remake of House of Wax. I just don't care enough. I'll just watch the original.
Oh, with Paris Hilton? Fuck no.
No
way. No.
Why would I
want
to watch that? I just come on.
Now there's a movie on this list here that there's no question that it's probably going to do gangbusters when it comes out, and that's the sequel to Super Mario Brothers.
Yep.
Yeah, that has a lot of potential to do very well. Yeah.
They have to royally screw that film up.
Well, that's what Nintendo's doing, even with the live action Zelda movie, which of course I guess is based on Legend, which Crit was nice enough to show me. Was Paul there? He might have been there for that too, and Phil. That's supposed to be based on Zelda, so what they did, they made sure to get the right casting, it seems, and we'll see where they go from there. So.
Jet, you got it all wrong. Karen Gillian's not going to put my butt in the seat. I just want her to put her butt on my lap. Okay, that's it.
Hey-o!
She's tall.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I know. You don't think it because how thin she is and all that. She doesn't look like it, but she's close to 6 foot, if not 6 foot.
Well, what they did to her, especially on that poster, is just a crime. I feel with taping her breasts or whatever the hell they did with that uniform, making her.
Well, she doesn't have much breasts to say.
Yeah, but they really just made her look more. I don't know. In the last Guardians film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta give her points for playing that part and having her head shaved. You really gotta give her points for that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She went all in.
And
of course, we're gonna get another Mummy movie.
Yeah, this is now. I've had a discussion with Spock about this, and so where we always like to talk about we want good entertainment. Well, according to Brendan Fraser, this is the Mummy movie he finally gets to make. So.
Okay. Well, I hope.
I hope it's the movie that he finally gets to make. I hope it's good. I hope it really brings him back. I know The Whale is what brought him back into the spotlight.
Yeah,
especially with
I
his
haven't watched that.
performance. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's good.
And I've always liked Brandon Fraser. I always liked. I loved him in the first Mummy. I loved him in the first.
I like Bedazzle. If we're gonna do a remake, do something like that.
Yeah,
so I hope that. For him, I hope this is good. I really do. I'm praying for it to be good, especially for him, because he needs to have some revenge on Hollywood for what they did to him.
Yes, Hollywood screwed him over. And of course, Avengers Doomsday has been moved to December of this year. But like I said, Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. can't bring me back to the theater to watch another Avengers movie.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, of course, here's the red flag. Originally, May 1st to December. That's like almost 6 months. That's 6 months. What the hell? What's wrong with it?
Obviously, there was plenty wrong with it if they had to delay it 6 months.
Yeah.
Actually, 7 months.
Yeah. Okay, I was being generous.
And I have no interest in The Mandalorian and Grogu. I saw the trailer for it. I'm going, this isn't hitting it for me.
It's just Grogu's just way too annoying now. I can't do it.
Well, Grogu is what destroyed The Mandalorian because it took it away from what we were promised. We were promised something that'd be like Boba Fett. Right? And now all of a sudden we have, the Whitners Yeah, I know he's not wet,
Right.
but just hang,
Right.
hang with me on this one. The wet nurse to Grogu, and it's the Grogu show. I mean, it's like the Mandalorian is not doing Mandalorian things.
Well,
And if this
yeah.
film doesn't do well, and I don't think it will, I honestly don't think it will. If it doesn't do this might be the clincher for Disney to really start considering Lucasfilm as being part of
Well,
it.
it's just all they had to do was just not have really any Grogu in the even the episode that Dave Filoni at the time. It was very good with Ahsoka and this and that. I remember there was some good stuff, but the problem is that it could have just connected to the Mandalorian show, like season 3, instead of connecting to the Boba Fett. It's like, oh, these are better episodes, fine, but what about the rest of the show?
Yeah. See, the thing is they should have drop kicked Grogu off Mandalorian by the end of the second. By the
Right.
end.
They
Well,
didn't.
what they should have done
didn't
is they
need
should have
him
left
in
him with
Book
Luke.
of Boba. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Season
Right.
2 ending, boom, that's it, Grogu. And then you can plan on doing some with the Grogu by himself.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
And then the Mandalorian back to being a Mandalorian.
Right. But I get it. It's a marketing thing. But the thing is, it's like I just feel, other people may not, but I just feel there's just too much Grogu. And when after the Book of Boobaloo, I just felt that too much Grogu. And it's like, I'm done with Grogu now.
Don't use marketing as your storytelling device.
Right. I agree.
Yeah,
Don't.
Yeah, it's not always going to be the deal breaker for people.
No.
And Godzilla says Mega Millions will make 800 million. Yeah, it's still a moneymaker. People like the Minions.
Yeah.
The Long Suffering does.
The last movie was good. It wasn't great. So hopefully the next one will have a better plot.
I like the name though. Mega Minions. I mean, I love the word.
I do find the Minions funny. They're quite clever. So.
Banana. Yeah, I see that so far out of the entire list. I see the two big ones being, and again, more family-oriented films, Super Mario, and of course the Minion film. So far off that list, those are the two ones I'm more than willing to put money down on being the big films of this year. Almost said next year. It's like that's right. We're already.
Well, you could say next year in case any of these movies have been delayed. Because I'm looking at Shrek 5 because I'm just looking down the list, but I'm thinking I could have sworn that was delayed, but I'm double checking myself.
Yeah.
Gosh, Shrek 5. Yeah, well, why not? Toy Story 5, Shrek 5.
Yeah, Shrek 5's been delayed to June of next year. So, yeah, some of these movies will be next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, as we look at this row for June, Toy Story 5, okay, they had the perfect ending at Toy Story 3. They should have left it there.
It was fine. Toy Story 4 is fine. I don't know if you want to watch 5. They bring back a lot of characters. It's I want Pixar to do some more stuff like Ratatouille or Brave or and the other stuff they've been doing recently is just like you guys got to get back to what works so well. And of course John Lasseter, right? I think it's when he left, I think that hurt too. Even if he did have some problems with stuff and got caught up in the Me Too movement and stuff. And I'm not saying that things couldn't have gone on, but he went on doing his own studio, screwing over or whatever, but Disney or trying to, I guess. I don't know. I'd like Pixar to do some really good story. I thought Coco was a very good story. I just, really had a lot of heart in it.
No, Godzilla agrees with you. But, I don't, be honest with you, Toy Story used to be a draw. I don't know if it has the drawing power.
I don't know. It'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting to see, right? I'm not dismissing it. My feeling goes though, I don't think it's got that drawing power anymore. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
If anything, it impacts people like us more than anything else. And
Yeah, but again, like I said, 16 years ago with Toy Story 3, they ended it on the perfect note.
Right. Because I don't think 4 did that well. Did
No,
it?
it didn't.
I mean, it did well, but it didn't do that well.
Even having a new character, I think its name was Sporky, and then also Keanu
Oh,
Reeves
yeah, right.
voicing a character.
Yeah, no, it was good. I don't know. Is it better than 3? No, but I can't
Wasn't it
say
like-
it's better than 3. But
Wasn't it Matt Stone that was playing Sporky?
I might have been. I'm not sure. He did play a villain in one of the Despicable movie.
Despicable Me. I know
He
it
was
did that.
3. I was thinking it was 3. That was 3. I think he was playing.
Yeah, I don't think it was Sacha Baron Cohen that did.
No.
But
No, Sacha-
for some reason, I'm thinking it was Matt Stone.
No, he was a car in Cars or whatever.
Yeah, he was. In the Cars 2. He was in
Mhm.
Cars 2. Yeah, which
Yeah.
wasn't that good.
Yeah, Anonymous. Bingo.
That's the problem. They think these are going to make a lot of money and stuff. It's like, no, go back and really work hard on some great new story of Pixar. You guys are capable. I don't know. I don't get it. A lot of these studios, a lot of this stuff used to be really actually great. And now with the agenda and stuff, and even the last few Pixar, they're not in trouble like, Disney's making money again too, but I don't know. It's
Not
really
as
just
well.
a clusterfuck. It's a clusterfuck. What can I say?
They're not making the money they used to.
No.
Right.
Their theme parks aren't making the money that they used to.
Yeah.
Well, when Snow White has
And
a
that's what
beard,
they
you can
bank
understand
everything
why.
on. Well, Rachel Zegler's attitude didn't help.
No. None of that stuff helps a
Yo,
company.
yeah,
with
she
people
helped.
acting like that.
Yeah, she helped destroy Snow White before people
She
got
helped-
to watch it to see it
Yep.
get properly destroyed.
Could have done Snow White there, Daily Wire. If you're out there, somewhere.
They dropped the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Done
Well,
it with Brett
yeah,
Cooper.
but
Could have done it when you still had her there. Just saying.
yeah, well, that's just
It's
it. But,
not
you
a
know,
tease, but
yeah, well, it's Shapiro. He's
drop the
he's
ball.
yeah, whatever. Shapiro, Hunyuk.
So July 31st, we have another Spider-Man movie.
Da-da-da.
I like the last one a lot. We'll see how this one is. And,
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to see it. I don't know if I'm, that interested because I haven't really looked up any information on it.
Mhm.
Paw Patrol 3. I know Baron is waiting to see that.
Well, Paw Patrol is a fascist cartoon show, right? Yeah. No, I'm not kidding. They were going out
because of
there.
the puppies.
They wanted to show
The puppies
cancer.
that were right because they're
Yeah.
police officers, right?
Yeah.
Right. You didn't have Antifa dogs. Yeah. And telling the truth as it really is.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's like,
Anonymous. That's true.
do, 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 do.
That's true.
Are you sure that's
And
not I don't want to be?
I know caches could be lined up at the box office when this movie comes out. The sequel to Seth Rogen's Teenage Mutant Ninja
Oh
Turtles.
yeah, I can't wait to
Mayhem.
not see that. I haven't watched the first one.
Yeah, and I know, I skipped Masters of the Universe, but I skipped it on purpose because honestly, I'm not interested in seeing it.
Oh, come on. You don't want to be seeing Soy Man. Soy Man.
Again, the girl that's playing Tila looks more like she could be a perfect Evil Lynn, and the girl that's playing Evil Lynn could be a perfect Tila.
I'm worried. My biggest problem is that this is another opportunity for them to finally do a whole Masters of the Universe on Eternia, the whole fucking movie, and they're in the fucking city on Earth.
Well, let's see. What was the 87 movie? Oh, yeah, that took place on Earth.
That's right.
Yep.
We have a chance to do the. These chances don't just okay.
Yeah, we do. The worst film of the year, as a matter of fact. And Godzilla says Masters of the Universe scares him. We're 6 months out and haven't seen anything other than a few leaks. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a point there.
By this point, we should have seen a teaser.
Yeah. You want to come and rant about something there, Anonymous? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I confused him with Padawannabe, quote unquote.
Two different guys, but for some reason, Baron confuses them both. I don't know why.
Anonymous is like, I want to
You
get
do
on the
too.
table and yell about
You do
something.
too.
I don't confuse them. I know the difference between an Anonymous and a Padawannabe.
There's
I
a
want to go out there and wave
huge
my wand.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huge
one waves his
difference.
wand.
Yeah, I give it a pass too because I used to think it was a bad film, but having watched it recently,
that
it's
was
like it's not
definitely
that
low
bad.
budget. It's okay.
No.
Once again, the best stuff is on Eternia.
Well, the thing is we could have gotten that Eternia film, but one, Dolph Lundgren didn't want to play He-Man, and two, the first one didn't do that well and such, so they opted not to, and then eventually the film company went under, which Masters of the Universe was kind of helping with that. I mean, yeah.
Well, that's pretty much what they did with Happy Gilmore too, was repeat the same joke over and over. It's like, okay, we get it.
I
Enough.
just thought it was stupid that like they spoiler alert or what, who cares, but that it's like, oh, his wife had to die and then he has okay, great, really? All right, fuck off.
His
So-
wife's like a force ghost.
Terrifier 4. I haven't seen Terrifier 1 through 3 yet.
Yeah, I don't either.
So
I heard those are good.
I never
films.
heard of
I've heard they're
Terrifier
good.
Yeah, I think Jace likes those movies. I think he does.
Oh, then you know their shit. No, you know your shit.
Careful, we might get a visit from a Norwegian.
Yeah, we might. What did you fucker say? What'd you say to me?
Yeah,
I know.
they're-
You want to fight on the playground again, Jace. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah,
You're going to
it's
scream at me about something? All right, it's fine.
They got to be on the level of Rebel Moon 1 and 2 as in badness. If that doesn't get them over here, I don't know what will.
I still always will admit Kira wasn't a Mary Sue, which was nice, but
Yeah,
but
that is nice. Yeah.
it took so long for Rebel Moon Part 2 to start actually getting going.
it did, man. Jaimin Unsu was wasted in that movie too. I'm like, come on, stop wasting Jaimin Unsu. Come on.
Come on, man.
Let's see what other movies are on this calendar here. We got another Hunger Games movie. Gosh, if you want Hunger Games,
The thing
come to
is, there's
Pop Talk. We're
still a
always
bunch
kicking
of-
each other out.
bunch of novels, so the last one actually was
I'm
pretty
always
good. The problem was after Rachel Ziegler said all the things she said, I'm like, I can't, even on screen you're just like, okay, just ignore her, just to pay attention to this other character, you'll be fine.
Well, everybody,
I'm the first feminine superhero.
I know.
Look at
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
Sigourney
Jennifer-
Weaver,
I paved the way for Sigourney Weaver.
she
and
was
then the
very
power.
classy about it. She could have said, what the fuck are you talking about? But she's not going to do that. So.
No,
no, she did it in a
she's
class.
going to take the higher road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, she did do it, but in a very classy
Yes,
way.
exactly.
So,
right.
So
That's
we're getting the Hunger Games in November on the 20th. Also in November on the 26th, we're getting the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah.
I don't know.
why
I
would
like
do
the ones
why
that
would you
Disney
do that?
released over 20 years ago, but
Mhm. Yeah, the last
Yeah.
one was a very good. Prince Caspian, I remember, wasn't bad. The first one's the best, I would say. I don't.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
I think I saw the third one, but it's been so many years.
Well, of course, my fear is, considering it's such a Christian allegory, what are they going to do to destroy it?
Right. Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
of course, Jumanji 3 in December. You've got Ice Age 6.
Mm-hmm.
Also in December, Shrek 5's been moved to June of next year, the last Friday.
This is starting to sound like a box score here. Jumanji 3, Ice Age 6, Shrek 5,
Mm-hmm.
Scary Movie 6. Yeah.
Gosh. This is how
Now to
lazy
the weather.
Hollywood can be. 6, 5, this and that. I mean, there wouldn't even need to be a Toy Story 5, but they're like, oh, we know it's going to make money. It's going to make money. It's like, yeah.
And
it's
all about family.
It's all about family, man. Eat a bunch of lasagna outside.
It's all about family
for dinner. They have to finish up part 2. Part 1 was cool, but yeah.
It's a movie series that jumped the shark, especially when they went into space.
Oh yeah, there's some goofy stuff in there. There's other cool things, but there's definitely the thing.
It's all about family. That's all you guys need to know. It's about family.
I think if as long as Vin Diesel is in it, I think it's still a draw. But they have to finish because they did. I can't remember if part 1 did that well. I'm not sure it did, but
I don't know. I lost track how many there are. Really, in space, can anybody hear you Tokyo Drift? I'm just wondering.
But I'm not going through all this release schedule. If you want to go through it, you are more than welcome to do so. But
there was that one. There was that one that was Greenland 2 or whatever. I just saw an advert for it. I think it was today, if not last night. But guess what? In theaters, well, that's not the thing I saw. First of all, I don't even know about Greenland 1 or whatever. Never heard of any of this stuff. I heard of the Big Island, but I was seeing something where it was so much money and it was going to be on Netflix. Like you got for some something you can watch on Netflix. So, but they say theaters. Okay, now I'm telling me confused.
Nationwide release.
Then why were they saying on Netflix? I don't know.
Yeah.
Are they doing a dual thing? I don't know.
Well, that's the thing too, that a lot of these services do now, especially Amazon being an example. They'll have it on Amazon Prime while it's also out in theaters.
Yeah, you only.
So what are you gonna do? Watch it on Amazon Prime or go to the theaters? Well, sometimes it's more convenient to watch it from home. This way, you can pause it when you need to pause it, get up and do what you need to do, and then come back.
Well,
it's cheaper, and if it's a bad film, you don't feel like you really wasted a lot of money, and that's the thing. I'd rather go see it in the theater, but it's like, can we trust it's going to be even a somewhat decent film?
Like, ask the fan base. That's what you should do. Do you guys want another movie of this? Would you like another movie of this? Would you pay to see this? I don't see any of that stuff. They're just like, oh, we'll just do it. It's fine. We know it's going to make money. They're so arrogant about these things. Like, do they ever ask the fan base, do you guys want another one of these last Friday? Do you want a Friday movie? Do you want another Scream? Do you want this?
No, they do the almost got it thing to the people. It's like, okay, we're going to go out there and ask them, and we're going to completely ignore them, but we're going to make it seem like they're part of the process. Well, almost at it. And then go off and do whatever it was they're going to do in the first place. But what they're trying to do is whet the interest. And so the fans are going, I can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. It comes out. It's like, what the hell is this garbage?
Yeah. And Anonymous is actually looking forward to that Ryan Gosling film, Project Hail Mary.
Okay.
All right. Well,
okay, then that's a sign of concern.
No, it's not a sign of concern. I'd rather hear from Anonymous if the movie's worth seeing than hear from some critic who is going to lie to you that the movie's good. Then you go and watch and go, no, this movie is terrible.
Mike, this is Anonymous, okay? I always take what he says with a grain of salt. He was excited about it. I sit back and go, okay, we'll see.
This is Anonymous, who is a loving husband and has taken his wife to see a movie like Housemates.
Yeah, so he could see Sydney Sweeney's boobies and then complain about it, try to act manly when we all know he was really enjoying seeing Sydney Sweeney's boobies. And besides, he was been thrown into the she shed. So yeah, yeah.
Oh, and he adds that his wife says the book was great and she's dying to see it.
Oh, the Project
sounds like a date night.
Hey, there we go. I didn't even know it was a book. Okay, cool. Hey, at least they're both going to go see a film they're both interested in, instead of a film that she's interested in and Sydney Sweeney's boobies that he's interested in. Oh, Tommy's going.
Later, Tommy.
Tommy, thank you for being here, brother. Really appreciate it. You have an awesome day as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Padawannabe says, how could they make another Friday film? Marijuana is legal now. So what would be the plot point?
Not everywhere is Padawannabe. There's places still. Down in Hazen, Arkansas, I know marijuana isn't legal.
And Anonymous says, date night for sure for Project Hail Mary.
Godzillionaire. That's a new movie. You should make that Godzillionaire Fentanyl Friday. That's terrible. Oh man!
I'll tell you what, that boy ain't right.
Oh my gosh!
You know, I'm going to kick it up a notch. It's going to open up, and the first thing you see in memory of George Floyd.
Oh,
Baron!
What, too soon?
Dang,
Too soon,
Baron!
Too soon?
Wow, Baron. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Come get us, YouTube. You know what? Maybe not, but wow. Jeez. I mean, I'm not saying, you know,
hey, why not? You know, we got to honor. I mean, all the injustice that was done to the guy. That's all I got.
Oh man!
You know, that's why. You know, I'm saying I'm putting him in a spot of honor here. What did I say is wrong? I didn't say anything wrong.
It's funny.
And Anonymous says pot was a gateway drug anyway. And let's see. Now, I have seen the trailer for this movie, Primate. It's where this family has a chimpanzee, and the chimpanzee goes on a murderous rampage.
Yeah. Gotta watch out for those
the sad thing is that's not.
Man, come on, man.
Well, the thing is that's not really too far off in reality. Chimpanzees are no.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding.
I know they're
no,
not the nicest. Yes.
Yeah.
Animals
You
in the
hear
world.
the horror stories of people that have tried to keep them as pets and what
Primates,
happened
yeah.
to people, and some people have died.
Was it something I said? Was it the George Floyd thing? I'm sorry.
Penny.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why Penny handled it.
Penny, I'm sorry, Penny.
Penny, I hope you
If I
have
could
a
take
good
it
rest of
back, I
your
wouldn't.
Sunday.
Have a good one,
Appreciate-
Penny.
Appreciate you being here, and I hope you feel better.
Wasn't there? Yeah, you take care. Yeah, and remember, it's a grandkid that gave you that cold.
You're obsessed with that Padawannabe. It's funny, but it is a very good film. It really is.
What wasn't it? Wasn't some?
Pata. If you look at the scheduled streams, you'll see what's on there. I did it this morning.
Mike, you should just tell him if he keeps it up, you're going to take it off. He's like, do I have to turn this watch
If
party
you
around,
say
young man?
F1 one more time, Padawannabe, we're turning the car around, and that is
I
enough.
will turn this Pacific 414 Pop Talk bus around.
But I want F1 now. No, next week. But I want it now. No, next week.
He's having a temper tantrum in the aisle right now. The F1 aisle. I want it now. I want it.
Temper's
But
going
in all
way up.
seriousness, though, wasn't there like a model or some lady who got her face literally ripped off by a chimpanzee?
I don't know. Maybe man.
There was a woman that got her face ripped off, and
That's crazy.
And they are stronger than they look. Chimps are strong, and you wouldn't even know it. So, yeah, maybe that's why Michael had a fake nose. I don't know. But yeah, they look cute and funny, and Lancelot Link is such a cool thing. Bubbles was so cool. No, you don't want one. No.
no, they're wild animals.
Oh, with attitude.
Mm-hmm. Mutiny. That
like
sounds
toxins.
like any.
Yeah, she got
Mutiny-
attacked. That was. It looks like there was something about that in 2016 on the Today Show. That's crazy.
Okay, so 10 years
Yeah.
ago.
Okay. 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Still current.
10 years ago.
Yep. Then there was the tragic story about the Travis the chimp and Charla Nash. Charla Nash. Yeah, Charla Nash. That's the other one. Yeah. So the woman who got her face attacked, though, she survives.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's a movie called Mutiny coming out January 9th. That sounds like when you two have Pacific 414 Pirate Talk.
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's based on us. So,
Yeah.
so be on the lookout on next Friday, Mike. Be on the lookout next Friday. Things might change.
Uh-huh. Right.
Just saying. It might involve a primate too.
And again, I'm not going through every month, every movie that's coming out. I'm just going through the first few for January. Right now, we got Magellan coming out. We got 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple.
I saw an advert for that, actually.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Oh, we got a hybrid release. It's called The Killer Crit. No, it's called Killer Well. So
yeah, I see that there.
That's great.
Boy, is he could be excited on the 14th when we watch Alita Battle Angel.
Oh, yeah, I can hear the whale sounds now. The whale songs.
Yeah,
Admiral, there be orcas. Yeah,
it's very underrated in my opinion.
Return to Silent Hill. That
they do it right, Godzillionaire.
That's the thing. They got to do it right.
Yes. If they do it as well as the first movie, I don't know. The second movie bombed, and then I don't know about the.
So
the fourth one, I guess, or something.
Mercy, yeah, that's what I'm begging every time Cash and Baron get out
Mercy.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that's the one that was filmed next door, if I remember, with Chris Pratt. He wasn't around.
Oh, so
they did Explosion.
So you might be in it. Well,
yeah,
Baron,
I don't know. I don't think
you got to look for the guy with the chin.
I don't think I'll be in that, but yeah, no, not.
He'll be the one that's in the window looking out pathetically. You know,
yeah, no,
he's gonna be the one at catering.
Yeah.
Oh man, no.
Yeah, this is the best
man,
cheese I've
no.
had. Tell me more about the Marvel stuff.
Please, yeah. Let's hear more about X-Men '97 from that guy from Amazon.
Yeah.
Sorry, Padawan, not sorry, man. That you can't change my.
I
mind
like the flat butt on
X-Men.
Rogue. That's the best Rogue ever. Yeah. Don't you agree there, Mr. Money?
And Godzilla says that Return to Silent Hill is supposedly based on Silent Hill 2.
Mm-hmm. I heard some about that, yeah.
Oh, now I'm getting confused. So 3 is really 2, and 2 is never mind. Okay, fine. Quit messing with me.
And the Padawan says, I watched 28 Years Later. The Bone Temple was the only interesting thing in the film. I'll watch this new one. Yeah, if that piques your interest, then do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not being critical. Just I saw the adverts for it and say I'm not interested. That's me. Yep.
And Hard Boiled gets re-release this month. Send help. Yeah, that's another thing I'm always asking. Help! Cash and Baron are here. They're taking over the show.
Yeah.
Help!
I need somebody help. Not just anybody help. I need somebody animals.
World Breaker and Iron Lung come out this year. But if you want to see what else comes out this year,
Dracula,
then the link again is posted in the chat. I'll post it one more time so everybody who is interested can scroll through and see if there's a movie that might pique their interest.
Oh, Wuthering Heights. I wonder if they're going to have the scene where the guy loses his nuts.
And let me get it to the Rumble side.
Rumble, 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 rumble.
And let's see. Padawan says, you didn't watch it? I don't have to change your mind. That's a one-sided conversation. Sorry, bro. Oh gosh, don't be one of those guys that goes, come on, bro, you got to go see it, bro. It's the most greatest thing, wonderful thing you ever seen in your life, bro. Come on, bro.
Come on, bro-nator. Rotato.
Isn't Godzilla -0 coming out this summer? You know what? Let me scroll down the list.
You knew he was going to scroll down eventually.
Well, I am answering a question, Baron. And in order to find out the answer to the question, I have to scroll down.
Any excuse.
Baron.
Any excuse. Of course, the Odyssey. Right now, not Crit, but Cash is saying it's the best film ever because it's a Nolan film. So.
I don't know.
Is saying that's going to be the best film this whole entire year. It's a Nolan film.
I don't know.
Well, Jill saw the trailer for it and she wasn't impressed, and can't blame her if you're not impressed by it.
But
then...
she got Cash mad. It's like, how dare you diss my Nolan?
All right, I don't.
Nice try, Baron.
I don't see it there, Gunslinger. So let me use the power of the search engine and find out when Godzilla -0 comes out.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget to erase the history afterwards.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, you got to search. Okay.
I'm looking up Godzilla -0, Baron.
This is what happens when Baron studies Timmy Walls too much.
Hey, quiet! I'll shove a tampon down your mouth. By the way, okay, hey guys, how many men out there want a tampon? I got tampon before I go in the men's room and put some more in there.
Oh, for crying out loud, man. Come on.
Geez.
Okay, right now the only information that's available for Godzilla -0 is late 2026.
Wow.
And I'm in agreement with Anonymous. You're on your own, Baron.
Mm-hmm.
Animos gets a tampon.
Man.
Hannah Wannabe gets a tampon. Everyone gets a tampon.
You might want to put... Yeah, exactly. Put one in your mouth, Baron, and just be quiet for a little while.
Well, first show of the year. First Baron goes backstage of the year.
Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
First help
I get to do
the year. I have to try to keep them in line.
Man.
Google says June 1st, 2026 in Japan. Okay, well, let's use Google. I'm using Bing. Bing,
Bing, you lied. You lied to me.
What the hell you say?
Baron's just gonna start playing a bunch of clips now. He's gonna be obnoxious, even more than he usually is. Even more than us, man.
How many times have I said that Baron is a perpetual child? He is.
He is.
If you've got an issue, here's a tissue.
He's the one running out the counter, and I'm going after him. So get down.
I don't want to do it.
God.
Then Baron will be like, I have better taste than all of you.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Man, that's like your
All
opinion,
right.
man.
New goal for 2026. Revoke Baron's privileges in StreamYard.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No.
We're gonna make Baron watch something because Baron always says everything that he watches is golden, basically. Well, maybe not everything, but he'll tell us all the time he has better taste than all of us, as I've said. So. Everything he watches, I guess, or does.
And Jill says,
How about no?
Jill says I've taught college junior classical influences. Showed the 1997 miniseries while we read the Iliad and the Odyssey. Nobody will surpass Armand. I'm probably going to say the last name wrong.
Asante, isn't it? Yeah.
That's why I'm looking at it first, guys. Before you jump in, I'm looking at it first so I can sound it out.
Sound it out. A, B. No. Anyways.
Asante as Odysseus and Isabella Rossellini as Athena. Yeah, it's worth seeing.
Yeah, both are great actors. Both.
Yeah.
No, I'm ashamed to say I never saw that.
Well, guess I'm going to have to put it on the list for this year, Baron.
Well, it's a miniseries, so I mean,
yeah, it is.
How long is
I can find it somewhere.
It's a miniseries, Baron. Go look it up.
I'm on the show with you guys, okay?
You can do both. Come on, man.
Let's see. Release date North America is what I want to find out.
Oh, Godzilla minus zero. Yeah, yeah. Just because it's being released in Japan on the 1st of June.
Yeah, and
here.
if you are more interested in films, like take a film class either at a community college or university or whatever. They're definitely worth it.
Yeah,
I am
even
James
even Google's saying the worldwide release is going to be late this year. So,
It's got to be contract reasons,
yeah.
rights and shit like that. You know.
But that is a movie I'm looking forward to seeing this year. I can look at the subtitles. I don't really need the subtitles, but it's not that I can understand Japanese. It's just if it's as good as the first one, I'll know by what's happening on the screen.
Well, you should just download the NRK app, and they got courses on how to learn conversational Japanese, and you'll be a whiz at watching it.
Thank you for the link, Jill. Appreciate it.
Oh.
Excuse me.
So I'm going to actually take that link and I'm going to save it to my favorites. So then I can find it again. All right. So since we've talked about movies, for this year, entertainment for this year, will it bounce back? Will it crumble? We've got one last thing to look at before we can give our full final thoughts.
Oh, really? Okay.
Now, this was the last holiday weekend for the first box office weekend of 2026, seeing as it was New Year's weekend. So let's see how the box office performed.
Can't wait. So let's see. We have kids that have been out of school for roughly 2 weeks because of Christmas break, right? A lot of people taking time off and maybe have the week off or so to be with family, friends, their own family. We have the holidays very close to the weekend, so people are taking that extra day off. So the day after Christmas and the day after New Year's. So we got a lot of extended free time that people have that normally in the past would say, hey, let's go down and watch a movie. So let's see how that turned out.
Well, this is how it turned out for this current weekend, Baron. And real quick, getting back to the movie, Jill says the CGI was not that great and there were some silly things, but just a heads up, one of the best, most satisfying conclusions ever. Got it.
Cool.
Appreciate that, Jill. Now the hunt will be on to try to find that miniseries.
The hunt is on.
So it seems like there's a trend with the latest Avatar movie. Each weekend it's been out, it's lost 20 million compared to the last. Its first weekend it made 80 million. Last weekend 60 million. This weekend 40 million.
So what you're trying to say is
Yep.
And if you look at this total right here, it's not the domestic that's carrying the weight, it's the international.
Yeah.
But once again, I'm not surprised. Another Avatar movie that made over $1 billion fucking dollars.
Yeah, but the grosses is raking in like Superman. I mean, it's like it shouldn't be there. It should be higher. It should
Yeah,
be
for
better.
the domestic total, it should be higher.
It should.
For everybody that was hyping up the first one, even, it should be higher.
Right.
And we're going to see something very similar with Zootopia 2. Yeah, 19 million for this weekend.
Yep.
Again, 363 million, but it's international. That's where it's getting a lot of its money from. It's not coming from the States. It's coming from everywhere else.
It's crazy.
Yeah, China, Japan, South Korea, most others. Yeah, those are. I bet you those are the big ones that are bringing in the money.
And Anonymous's favorite movie. Come on, Anonymous. You know it's your favorite.
Boobies.
75 million domestically. Meanwhile, internationally, only 16 million.
Mm.
Yeah.
And Marty Supreme, the Timothy Chalamet movie.
Probably wasn't, the budget wasn't probably that big.
No, it didn't sound like the budget was all that good. I'm going to look it up, actually.
Yeah, and only 6 theaters for the opening.
Yeah. Who can get to it first?
Well, according to
65 million.
The budget for Avatar, I mean, you know, 400 million, so it's already made over $1 billion. I mean, that was their budget. So
It's made
budget.
some money.
Mm-hmm.
It's made some
What a
money.
surprise.
Even if you factor in a marketing budget, it still
Yep.
made money.
Yep.
Can't deny it.
And now, good old, crazy old Mr. Cameron is going to be like, I'm the king of the world again. Well, you know.
Well, there are people still going to see his movies.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't deny that.
Yep. No, you can't.
And like I was saying,
It's not
for
true.
Marty Supreme, its budget was 65 million. So
Yeah. Oh, well, it should hopefully make a bit of a profit if it keeps going.
if it keeps going, and the big
Independent
thing is,
studio
it
looks
needs to be released in more theaters.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have the comedy Anaconda, not the movie
the
from the
first one
90s.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah. It's about Paul Rudd and Jack Black. I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah.
tired of Jack Black. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm tired of Jack Black.
Nah, never was a fan.
Yeah.
Except in Mars Attacks.
I like
his performance in there, especially after the aliens came.
I don't know. There's certain things like he's in Jumanji. It's like I don't know. It's just why do we ever need new Jumanji? I don't know. I just kind of I don't get these decisions. But other people, I know Crit likes Jumanji. I know other people like Jumanji, and it made good money, so that's why they're making a third one now. But
You know, the Anaconda didn't do that well.
no.
No. And of course, you look at SpongeBob, the SpongeBob movies, Search for SquarePants. It's made 57 million domestically, and this is in its third week of release. And its worldwide total is 112 million. That, of course, accounts for the 54 million that it's made internationally. I don't know if that's one of the higher grossing SpongeBob movies because I've never had an interest in.
Yeah.
I know the first one. The first one was good.
Yeah, no, they what is this, like the fourth, fifth one now? I don't know. The one with Antonio Banderas as a pirate I thought was funny too. They went with a more 3D one, but it's not bad. I don't think it looks bad. It's just I do like the original animation.
Many kids.
And of course, we have David, which I've been rooting for. Yeah, it's not your traditional Christmas movie. It's
Yes.
religious.
I've
And
read some reviews on that. Looks like a very. They just needs to be in more theaters. I feel like these Christian movies need to be shunned, which I think is wrong, and I think they need more. Yeah. A lot of people internationally didn't care, but look at that. Look at the domestic total. Interesting.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't care to look at J-Lo. J-Lo does
no,
nothing from
J-Lo's
Not-
been everywhere, been with everyone. So no.
I can't remember the last film I saw J-Lo in that I even wanted to see. It's been so long. I liked her a lot in Selena. The Cell, people liked. I remember there was one, George Clooney, that movie she did was good.
Well, Selena was the one that got her acting career going.
Yeah, Selena, I didn't know. I'm glad that movie came out because I didn't really know things about Selena at that time. And that was a very good film. Very tragic too. Very tragic.
And of course, the Neil Diamond movie, only in its second week of release, Son Blue. That's the Hugh Jackman movie.
Yes.
Where he's playing Neil Diamond. Only 24 million domestically and a worldwide total of 30 million. Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good.
That doesn't seem good though.
Well, I'm wondering if there's backlash against old Neil when the song "Sweet Caroline," the facts about that song.
Well,
not only Neil Diamond Baron, but also backlash against Hugh Jackman, especially with the way he divorced his wife.
Yeah,
I've not heard too much about that. That's
I mean, I don't know too much. Yeah, I don't know too much about it, but I know that there's people upset about that.
Yeah, 30 million they said around the budget. So.
And you have Wicked for Good, which you can actually rent or buy on digital if you want. I know a certain someone in my house is going to be picking it up soon because she really enjoyed it, and that was the whole point of taking her to the movie when it came out.
Yeah, I don't know. I know some.
But it
didn't
hasn't
make much money. No,
No.
That's the first one. No. A lot of the critics, at least from their point of view, says the movie's very uneven and it's just the pacing isn't as good as the first one.
And rounding up the top 10, we've got Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
That's done well. That's not too surprising.
People like
Kinda
the games.
equal-
They like the first movie.
Well, it's just like, what was it? Megan, we talked about this. Megan, the first one, did pretty well in the theaters, if I remember. So that's like, okay. And then like, oh, we got a bigger budget now. All right, nice. And then you watch the second one, and that second one, wasn't it considered a bomb, Mike?
It was considered a flop. It didn't last that long in theaters.
So,
It was barely in my theater a week and a half before they got rid of it. But, getting back to the earlier article, too, you look at movie theaters. If you drive by your local movie theater, you look in the parking lot. Sorry, but at least in my area, the parking lot's not filled up with cars in every row.
No.
Yeah.
And no, Baron, as you can tell, I did look to see if it was on there, but it's not on there.
I think it's finally
Cat
gone
Video Fest
to the vacation it
2025.
deserves. It had a great, it had a great run.
It did.
Lasted in the theaters longer than Superman.
Longer than Superman, longer than Fantastic Four: First Steps.
Mm-hmm.
May not have made the money that those movies have made, but it lasted longer.
Just like a cat, fights till the end.
I don't know. It's just I see that Fantastic Four. I don't know. Marvel is just in a really weird place right now. And I want to.
Hollywood is in a very weird place right now.
I don't know. Those Russo brother films, they may bring in a lot of money because you bring back a lot of this nostalgia. Oh, look, Chris Evans is back and Robert Downey Jr. and blah blah blah, whatever. But then again, maybe it won't. But there seems to be a lot of buzz around that. So they're like, oh, the Russo brothers are back and stuff like that. I mean, they shouldn't have left, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. Well, they were saying this is our last Marvel movie, so Disney's all, no, it's not. Here's some money.
Yeah, I know. Disney's just
we need something.
It's just like the Pixar thing. We're sorry, Pixar. Here's money. We're sorry, Tim Allen. Here's money. We didn't mean it. We're sorry. Sorry, Tim.
Hey, that's me. Did they want more tampons? Are they finally agreeing that the tampons
we're
trying to give them?
Fucking hell, dude.
Just reminding people of who could have been their vice president. That's all. I got a daycare center for you. We want to put one in the Capitol. A daycare leering center.
So ridiculous.
So, gentlemen, with all that information
Gonna
at
break
our
Mike again,
disposal as
man.
far
Good job.
as movie releases for this year, entertainment for this year, my question to everybody is, did any of those movies that we saw on the list make you want to go, I'm going to go out to my local theater and make 2026 better than 2025 was for the box office?
Yeah.
How about no?
Maybe, maybe not. Depends.
No, I'm serious about that. No.
I,
Not a single one.
if my brother wants to see some of these movies, maybe. If not,
Yeah, I mean,
Other
I'd see
people.
them on streaming, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to go out to a theater and pay all that money for these films because, again, too expensive. Too much of a hassle for the price that I have to pay, and with the lingering doubt that I'm going to be getting anything back for
I
the
mean,
fact that
yeah.
I'm going to be paying more of the fact that I wasted 2 hours for this.
I
Like that
just I don't know. Like, why would I care about Scream? Well, me personally, like, I was done with Scream after 4. Why would I care about Ice Age? I haven't thought about Ice Age much in a long time. I think 3 was the last one I watched. I don't even remember.
Okay, and Godzilla in there has it right. There we go. Those are the
There you go. All right.
Next year, because now I can see it. Next year, 1977, the original Star Wars, the real Star Wars. That'll get me out of my hobble. It's like, where I poke my head out and see if I cast a shadow, and okay, now I can go see the Star Wars film and fight my fears and phobias because it's Star Wars.
Yes.
Not Episode 4, not A New Hope, because it's Star Wars.
Just 77. Yeah.
Now,
and if they
my
do
question,
that, I want to have them release it on DVD, restored.
My question to you gentlemen, are you logged into your Rumble channels?
No, I'm not actually.
I might be.
Just a second, though. That can change.
All right.
How do you spell Rumble? How do you spell Rumble? Well, you saw how I spelled Dake, Leering Center.
Come on, man. I find it interesting. A lot of these websites are now using Cloudflare. I think it's because of all the spamming before the bots and stuff. So,
is this okay? Sign in. Okay, I already made sure that I'm not a freaking bot.
Well, if you go to the Pacific414 channel and click on the link there in the chat, I have rated the Common Nerd for his Sunday show over on
the Common Nerd? Oh, okay.
Yes. So if you could follow me over there and rate his channel before we get out of here and leave him a like, give him a follow. Greatly appreciate that.
Okay.
He's going to save our asses, by the way.
Yeah, he is. And if anyone else would like to go over to the Rumble side and raid the channel over there, I'm going to put the link into the YouTube
Mike,
side, but it's also on the Rumble side.
I mean, it's nice to do, but Mike also has a checklist, and if he doesn't, then Rumble's going to get mad and take out the ruler again. So. I told you to follow these things. I'm sorry, sir.
How can that be a stealth raid from 4 and 4 when you're announcing that I want to be? Ah, jeez.
But no, Common Nerd's a good dude, and
I haven't heard that name in a while.
well, good follow his channel. Listen to his pop culture talk. Also, listen to his Sunday show. It's worth it. Baron and Cash, do you have anything that you want to promote?
Cranky Old Fans. It's Cranky Old Fans and Phantom Hooligans and Cash Money Madness over on Rumble. The Hooligans.
Tampons in men's rooms.
Oh, geez.
Oh, come on, Baron.
Man, dude. Fucking Baron.
He's starting off 2026 the only way he knows.
I am only reminding people what we dodged.
Oh man.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Did you watch the swearing in ceremony in New York City there?
Some of
No,
it.
I
You know what he
didn't.
did? You know what he did at the end?
But I heard what he did.
He did the salute. He did
Yeah.
the
Oh
salute.
yeah, I saw that. It was so you can't. I know, I saw that. It was ridiculous.
He did the salute.
Exactly,
Well,
Lady
obviously,
Miss.
yeah.
See, even Lady Miss is losing her mind, man. Come on, man.
The salute.
Yeah, and it's perfectly okay if he does the salute, but when they say that Elon Musk does the salute,
yeah.
And Corey, don't forget.
I know Cory Booker.
Cory Booker, yeah, I know. They don't.
It's like
they want to play their
stop
stupid
one.
games all the time. Yeah.
I know that they didn't do it,
No.
and I know Elon didn't.
No.
But when you have the mainstream media lying, and then they
Yes.
go, "Oh, it's like, excuse me, I got eyes." Okay, this
That's
is
right.
why you don't hate the media enough. That's why I don't
That's right.
trust, or that's why no one's, people are following the media less. But that's the only thing I want to bring up. It's like, he did this salute.
Yeah.
It warms the cockles of the fearless heart.
Yes.
Yes, and please make sure if you're not subscribed to Loki's channel or Culture Casino's channel, please make sure you get over there and subscribe to Culture and Loki. I know they'd appreciate it.
And of course, we can't forget the Canadian Sider, Paul Chattel.
Yep, we like Canadians
Good
here.
guy. Yeah. Oh, a great guy. I mean, he being a member of the Frantics, some of the bits that he did on the Frantics that we heard on the on Dr. Demento and such, and of course he was the head of the comedy for the CBC for a while. So I mean, it was it was so interesting to talk to him when he was there, and I do have a little bit of pride. I made him laugh, so it's like I consider that a victory. It's like, hey,
I did things, yay!
I did something. Yay!
Hey.
I did something. But no, so yeah, follow him. He's definitely got a wry sense of humor.
Mm-hmm. I don't know him that well, so I can't really speak to him as much as everyone else. But from what I've heard, he's a good guy.
Yeah, ever hear the sketch "Boot to the Head"?
Yeah.
He was part of that.
Okay.
That was the Frantics. So I leave you a boot to the head. Ow! And your husband too. Ow! Ow! Like that.
So, Baron, you don't have anything coming up on Baron Orman Tax Fandom Legacy? No defending Afghanistan?
Well, I was planning on doing it tomorrow, but there was a little cat that did something to one of my cables, and my cable will not come until tomorrow.
Gotta protect
So
those
I don't think
cables,
I'll be
man.
in time for that.
Come on, man.
Well, I'm getting this time. I'm getting those reinforced metal ones. The next coming in for that to replace that one. So, yeah, the little beast from hell. Was it Friday? I think she did either Thursday night or Friday. I don't know. I've been single monitor here. So when I get that back up, and or I would have done one tomorrow.
Basically,
instead, I'll
it's
be
coming.
loaded-
It's coming. There's just some technical delays.
Yeah, there'll be a little orange cat be put into the muzzle of a cannon and fired instead of the broadcast. So,
Oh,
like rolling for
Baron,
distance.
that's animal
Boom.
cruelty.
Baron.
That's animal cruelty.
What the animal's been doing to me? Yeah, you're right. That is animal cruelty to me. No, this little girl. How could little girl? Yeah, she. The only thing that saves her is she's adorable. Mouse is cranky and she's adorable. But remember, all cats are evil, and all dogs will betray you for a steak.
Seems about right.
But yeah, when Baron does do a stream, you can definitely catch him as a border guard or a police officer. Or maybe he'll be a space marine in Bolt Gun. You never know.
You never know.
Or maybe he'll have a magic wand.
Woo. Yeah, see who does the waving of the wand better. Me or Anna Loss. Just don't cross the stream.
So, Cash, anything for Phantom Hooligans, Cash Money Madness?
Yeah, we got to get back to the new episode of Cranky Old Fans. I don't know if you want to wait another week or something, Baron, or whatever.
I don't. We can talk here. I'm ready. We can. Right. Not this week, but next week. Right. Throw up one of our old ones that hasn't been on YouTube, and we can then do it next week. That way, people can get even more of a taste of the torture they'll go through by watching us.
Torture, yeah. Felicity is waiting to be killed, and yes, Felicity for the Empire and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Just gotta start. On the thing, and certain troll is going to come by and say, "Team Epic fail."
Well, we may be Team Epic fail, but it's.
I mean, right now, I'm cleaning out my bolt gun right now, so we can get in there.
I have to make sure that
I've left there's a round in there. Sorry about that.
I just have to make sure with like I said, it's frustrating to me with the whole Space Marine 2 because the game used to run just fine on the desktop, and then the company said, "Go fuck yourself," and now it only runs well on the laptop, which is just frustrating to me. I had this whole thing already set up, so now I have to do a different setup with the laptop, and it's really ridiculous. Yet Vermintide is fine. We can play that. We can play some of this other stuff on this machine, but it's just whatever reason was they're like, oh well, here's the patch, and we're gonna fuck you people over who have older machines, and it's like, great, thanks. So that used to run, guys. It used to run. So. Yeah. Hey, what's up, man?
Are you done yet?
Aris, good to see you.
Aris, yes. Hope you're doing well, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Aris is a good friend of DJ Roddy and Jeets.
Yes, he is. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, his channel is very chill. He plays a lot of different games. And, yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, that's what happens with this stuff. It's working. Same thing happened with Marvel Rivals. I want to stream that on there. Right now, I can only do it on my laptop. It's just annoying. And so I have to move everything over from OBS and stuff. And fine, I guess. But it used to work, Mike. This stuff used to work. It used to work on medium settings.
I know, Cash, but it's these companies. Once they put in a patch update and change the coding.
So
you know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah, well, it's something too.
Understandable. Understandable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't resist. So,
but the nice thing is, at least Evil West, play that. Split Fiction should be fine too. A lot of this stuff should be fine, but these other things, it's like, no, you've got to change stuff. Now you got to run this on this.
Cash.
Take it easy, man.
I'm perfectly calm, dude. Calmer than you are.
You just take it easy.
Calmer than you are.
Calmer than you are, man. But yeah, no, it's just unfortunately frustrating. So. More frustrating than Baron. So,
well, I don't know. How many cables has little girl chewed through?
Yeah, little girl. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. 3.
Dang.
Okay, three strikes.
I don't know.
You're out.
It's rough.
That's why I got the cannon, and tomorrow when I normally play.
No, Baron. No.
No need to hear about your animal cruelty. Come on, man.
No, it's a cat giveaway.
Cat giveaway.
It's a cat giveaway. That's all it is.
Don't believe him, folks.
Yeah, I don't.
I would never do anything like that. Besides, where can I find a cannon at this time of day?
Yeah. But yeah, so those things are once those things. I just gonna have to figure it all out. So
Okay.
You'll do
And,
it. You'll do it.
And before I let you all know what's coming up on Pacific 414, I want to take the time to thank everybody who came by today and listened to us, rolled your eyes, probably went, okay, one of these guys has got to shut up.
What?
And one of
Me?
these guys has got to speak up more, and the other guy, he's just crazy, man. He's just crazy.
Well, I gotta carry him, because he just kind of sits there. His kill Raptope was really good.
yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Timmy boy.
You get a tampon there at Cash.
And thank you for joining the Discord, Jill. Definitely keep an eye on the Discord because that's usually where I try to post the new schedule for the streams and also what's coming up on the channel first before I then post it on YouTube and then also on X. And if you ever need to get a hold of me, that's probably the quickest way to get a hold of me is on Discord.
Yeah, because he won't let me call him at 2:00 in the morning anymore.
No, Baron. No, please don't. Please don't. But, again, I want to thank everybody who came by today, listened, laughed, lurked, hung out with us for a while. Eric Zoom, 281, thank you very much. Of course, Shane, thank you very much. And Shane, think about what I had said last night about the next edition of The Adventure Continues. I'm hoping that you're going to be able to make it. Also, Helion, thank you very much. Jet Sparks, thank you very much. Pop Culture Mechanic, thank you very much. Lady Mist, always a pleasure to see you.
And
Tommy, thank you very much, brother. I hope you have a wonderful 2026. Phil, thank you very much. And I hope this is a better year for Phil. I mean, we know some things that Phil has been going through, and I hope for his sake, for his family's sake, that things do get a lot better.
Yeah.
Anonymous. The stuff runs, man. It's just the problem. It doesn't run that well.
Oh, and I also hope he finds Cash tonight too. So,
thanks.
You're welcome.
Also, Jill, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for sharing out links and hanging out with us and just having a good time. And that's what it's all about. That's what it should always be about, regardless of what the year is. Always having fun while you stream. And of course, the long suffering Cash's #1 fan. Thank you for being here. Also, could you I don't know, get Baron in line?
She's tried.
That's a
She's
tough
tried. Hey, it's the first of the year. Come on, we got boom, right in there. We just gotta, we've been holding back for so long. It's like a freedom. It's like, here we are, folks. Here we are. See?
Have you ever heard of a gradual buildup, Baron?
No. What's that?
You don't reveal all your cards at once.
Oh, trust me, that's just the first card on the deck. Wait until you see the others.
Right.
52 cards, 52 weeks. Just saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Godzillionaire, thank you very much. Padawannabe, thank you very much. And Anonymous, thank you very much. And Aris, thank you very much. Now, what is coming up on Pacific 414? Not just for this week, but also for part of next week, because I already have part of that already scheduled. Well, for this week, on Tuesday, I'll be playing more of Mafia, the Old Country. So we'll play that for maybe 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours, depending on what's going on in the game. And then this Wednesday, come back for Pop Talk at 6 p.m. Eastern as we laugh, we talk, and we have fun. And, look at a couple of articles, maybe poke fun at those articles too. And so that'll happen on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern on both YouTube and Rumble. And then Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Rumble, I'll be playing part 2 of Shinobi Art of Vengeance. And then this coming Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, all channel members are more than welcome to join our first member stream of 2026. And as always, bring your topics of discussion because it's your show that day. And I want to hear what you guys want to talk about. And then, of course, also for all channel members, for next Sunday during our watch party of F1, you're invited to come on to the panel and talk about the movie and watch the movie along with us. So that is partially what's coming up. Of course, also next week, for next Wednesday, will be our Alita Battle Angel watch party at 6 p.m. Eastern. Of course, next Sunday's show will be the last show at 1 p.m. Eastern, because starting on Saturday, January 17th, from that day on, all streams will be at 6 p.m. Eastern time. No more will you have to, come by at 1 o'clock for a Sunday edition of Pop Talk or 8 o'clock for the Adventure Continues, the Star Trek discussion, or even when I was streaming some games at 5 o'clock. It's all going to be at 6 p.m. starting on January 17th. But everybody, thank you for being here. Again, I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday and a great first week of 2026. And always remember on this channel 2 things. I'm not just a baseball guy, I'm an all-around guy. And don't ever give up on me in a game, because just when you do, you might miss something. Take care, all.
Autobots, transform and roll out!